Look, this is a new start. Same ship, same crew. New start.
New start.
Yeah.
Same moonshine.
History has shown that friendship never dies, and a legend will rise from the ashes.
Tis I, Sky Captain Maximilian Altride, Captain of the Sky.
And his trusty crew, Cry,
Yay.
Dodger,
Ready.
and the incredibly sexy
Question mark?
Markiplier.
Sky Captain Maximilian Altride, Captain of the Sky.
Together again, one more time to bring Lunchables to the small village of Lunchatonia.
We're Sky Pirates.
In the Polaris Rumble Zone Battle Royale of epic proportions. Proportions. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Got a ship going.
Captain of the Sky.
Got a ship going.
Firing.
Captain Maximilian Valentine.
Got a ship going. Got a ship going.
You know what? I just realized Chad is going to be watching us in the Spectator.
I know, fuck Chad.
Fuck Chad.
Yeah, fuck Chad.
Hold your lunches. We've got to get this lunch food to Lunchovania before the HMS Yargington catches us. Ha 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 ha.
Yes!
I don't want to deal with this right now.
Got a ship going.
Captain of the Sky.
Got a ship going.
Firing.
Captain Maximilian Valentine.
Got a ship going. Got a ship going.
Is that an enemy right there?
Yeah, we got a squid coming up behind us.
We're getting shot at, Captain.
That's fine. We're going down.
No!
I am effing in full reverse.
Okay. Thanks, Captain.
Very skilled, but the squid went double flamethrowers.
Got a ship going.
Captain of the Sky.
Got a ship going.
Firing.
Captain Maximilian Valentine.
Got a ship going.
Captain of the Sky.
Got a ship going.
Firing.
Captain Maximilian Valentine.
With another victory under their belt, who knows what awaits them with
Sky Captain Maximilian Valentine, Captain of the Sky.
3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Co-Optional Podcast. Jesse Cox, welcome to the show.
Do you want a $250 statue of the Luteces?
Dodgy.
I got inside the toaster.
My name is Total Biscuits. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
Oh, there we go.
That is obvious.
UDF
No!
UDF
No!
UDF
No!
UDF
No! No! Hello, Chicago! Yeah, you got the big JC. What's going on? We got a deal for you. $12 million.
You know, where's the payoff?
Bring the strippers and booze.
We do occasionally talk about video games.
Bring the strippers and booze. I don't have time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing the music.
Bring the strippers and booze.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. Great music.
Well,
Bring the strippers and booze.
I'm
here to ask and answer one simple question.
You got cocked! So, the
Right.
D is becoming an issue. It'll go in just fine. The problem is it has difficulty coming out. Like, it gets really sticky. Uh-oh.
Right.
And as a result, it doesn't really function correctly.
Oh man.
Understandable.
Yeah.
You are a cinema.
Tell me why.
You are a cinema. You are a cinema.
Tell me why.
You are a cinema.
Wait all night.
You are a cinema.
I love it all.
You are a cinema.
Tell me why.
You are a cinema.
Baby.
You are a cinema.
Wait all night now, baby. 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 Jerk each other off, and that's how we're gonna make this thing.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
No. It's my fault. I did it. It was all me.
Oh man.
You fucking what, mate?
Yeah, now sing music.
Bring the strippers and booze.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
We do occasionally talk about video games.
Yeah, you should try it, guys.
Bring the strippers and booze.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
You got cuts.
Done. Now, get out of my office.
What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
It's a co-optional podcast.
Welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for August. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Big shout out to 2 years gone, Total Biscuit. Without him, this podcast wouldn't exist. I'm not even going to say I'm just a lesser version of his podcast because it runs the same format, but I'll never be able to have the humor and the wit that he does. He was an inspiration, and every single one of these podcasts, I can only hope to be a shred of the type of entertainer and person and educated gamer as he was. So, with that said, we're going to get the guys in here. We're going to start the podcast. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, just never forget the people that came before you because you could only learn from them. So, let's get going. Good evening.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, how's it going, guys? Alright, so, as always, we start out with a joke game, because fuck it.
Yeah, we do. Oh boy.
Alright, what's the joke game?
Mermich and I found the same game, didn't coordinate, but turns out Moose Life is the joke game.
Yep. The name alone, Moose Life.
This looks incredible.
Epilepsy warning for viewers out there.
I love the music. It's banging. Oh yeah.
You don't have to watch the whole thing, by the way. I believe that is a 6-minute video.
Yeah. My goodness.
Feel free to skip through it, though.
Why? It looks fun. Alright, Mermits, ready to play it?
Oh, God.
I'm kidding.
It doesn't require VR, but it apparently has VR support.
Yeah.
It definitely fits the psychedelic tag.
Yeah.
That seems to be their entire intent with it.
Yeah, just flood the screen. That's their goal.
Make it a trip.
Moose Life. I don't think that's how moose live, but okay.
No. Well, maybe. We need Nat in here to confirm this. Nat, how do moose live? Is this accurate?
They live like that, eh?
This accurate representation of Moose life, eh?
Is it? Is it? Yeah, I'm sure you can tell us.
South Park kind of told me it was. You know, I don't know. But all right, I'll turn this down a little bit now. But listen, AirRaiser, you want to play a game? You know, you want to give your input to the podcast. Moose Life, hitting the top of the Steam charts this month. You want to hop on this train early? Is that pre-order? No. Oh, damn it. You might want to preload it though. It looks like it's a big fucking game. All right. That is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It's like basically a bullet hell psychedelic game.
That
What
is
would
like,
that be called? A bullet hell acid trip or something like that?
Yeah. Are you sure Kojima didn't make this? I mean, I could see him going that far, you know. It only took him 8 years, and $430 million to make it, but you know.
Tim, there's not enough half-naked women in this for it to be.
Yeah, I forgot. You're not delivering packages, you know. If it was real Moose Life, he'd be walking around with a big backpack and a ladder shoved up his ass so he can go up hills and shit. I mean, if you really want to.
If it was a Kojima game, you would be able to urinate realistically.
Well, in the eyes of furries, they would say, kinky. Hey.
Listen, he's only 2 channels away in voice chat. Will you keep it down? He can probably hear us over there. That's kind of.
For all we know, he's in chat.
Yeah, that's mean, dude. Don't do that.
Oh, come on.
We don't discriminate here. We allow silver here, so believe me, we don't discriminate anything. That fucking UK wanker, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy Brit.
All right.
Watch it more.
Okay, so let's get down to the games that we have played over the last month. And I'm warning, starting in October, the podcast will be twice a month. So you will have twice as much time to watch it as fumble around in a podcast.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to get dead, Tim.
Because there's in October through January, well, February is when all the games come out. So you can't tell me you can't find stuff to play.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
And then instead of topics, we're gonna have news. Because if we can do it twice a month, then the news will be more relevant by the time we get to it. All right, so who would like to go first? I can go first. Do you want to go first? Who wants to go first?
Yeah. We start with what games we played.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have? Did I say 4?
Oh yeah, and I want to say this happy 2-year anniversary to the podcast.
Yay!
Yep, the same month as my 4-year anniversary on the channel is 2-year anniversary of this podcast existing. So thank you guys so much for that. Okay, now go ahead.
Who's going first?
I've got, 4 games, I think?
Alright, I'll go first. This is what you guys think. Grounded is my first one.
Cool.
Yes.
I played this with the whole fam. Because it's available on Xbox Game Pass, and I have it on the Xbox, on PC, and everything else, and Jess has it on her PC. We can play this together. So, if you play it as a group, it is fun as hell. If you play it by yourself, it's not balanced for that yet. If you're looking for a fun adventure though, and if you're a fan of the Honey I Shrunk the Kids movies like I am, this is like the ultimate fantasy trip. Plus it has a lot of cool building mechanics, crafting is already really, really well done in the game.
That are nothing like this one.
And their sense of humor in this trailer is amazing. Like, waiting for the big game of the year, Cyberpunk. This is not that game.
I love that during Xbox's Chunk Showcase.
And finding the Battletoads Easter egg in the game, and then they announced the new Battletoads game the next day. That was just the icing on top of the cake for me as a Battletoads fan. Yeah, I know it's in early access, but it's the only thing you're waiting on with this game is story content. Everything else is already there. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the game being like on a feature level incomplete. It's all set. Yeah, there's a couple issues with optimization they probably should work on for lower, you know, for lower systems, but on my system it ran fine. But I saw that people with lower end PCs were having stuttering issues and so on and so forth. So I mean, imagine on the bottom end they have a little bit to work on when it comes to optimization. But overall, it's a really fun game and a really fun environment that it's built around. So I only think that it will get better from here. And you know, right now it's good for what it is. So you know, if we're gonna rate games like we did last month, I would say a 7, and it's only gonna get better from there. So,
good to know.
I've seen a little bit of gameplay, people playing this, though it sounds like it might be still a little content dry right now.
Yeah, that all the story content and like, you know, beyond like the basic survival in the end game being like kill spiders. That's pretty much what the end game is.
Wait, you're telling me the end game is EDF? Why haven't we played this already?
Unfortunately, there's no plasma launchers or anything to blow them up. You literally have to. You're gonna craft.
Can't call in airstrikes.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I can't call in a big friend that has an aerosol cannon in a match.
Yeah. So basically, your weapon's gonna be like, I made a bamboo spear. Let me go stab this 400 times and hope it dies.
Stabby.
Yeah, so, but like I said, on a actual feature standpoint and the amount of crafting you can do and everything else, it is really
limited. Yeah.
No, that part's not limited. The actual content to like how far everything progresses. Yes, that is somewhat limited, but like the game's feature complete, which is nice.
All
right. So what's next?
More. I'll go next.
Okay, so you're made of what?
Made of Scare.
Oh, there it is. It showed up first anyway. So this is technically considered a budget title, right?
More or less.
All right.
I mean, from the visual quality, it's actually it's decent. I mean, it's not nothing amazing. I've seen better looking horror games, of course, but I did like the whole aspect of it. The theme was something that I was definitely into, because you know me, I love my Gaelic themes with anything horror. But yeah, the enemy types though, very limited. But I did spend about maybe 12 hours, but I guess a couple of that was mostly spent in pause menus because I had other things to take care of whilst playing this game. That part in that trailer I didn't see. Before the grave scene, I did not actually see the guy's head being shoved into the glass window because it scared the shit out of me, and I moved backwards. I was like, no, I don't want to see what's in there because I heard big fucking thumping footsteps.
So there's no actual combat in this game. This game is an experience, not an actual...
Yeah. Well, there is a way to deter hostiles for a couple of seconds, but not for long.
Okay.
It really depends on who you encounter. But as for my review, the music is absolutely beautiful. It fits the theme perfectly.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the whole opera singers, but it just fit this game's theme very well. And as I said, one of the threats that you meet nearly 3/4 way through the game, which I was surprised that you didn't encounter them until pretty much near the end of the game, like the last hour of the game. But that threat is persistent. It's like Nemesis kind of, or Mr. X, except he's only sadly on one floor, which was so disappointing. I wish he was all over the hotel, but I guess him being confined to one floor made a little bit more sense, because I was like, well, how the hell could he use the elevator that I used to get up there when it wasn't usable until I used it? But then again, how the hell did he get there to begin with? Well, okay, I guess I'll ignore that little bit of plot armor, or whatever you want to call it.
Plot armor?
I also like the object that you acquire about maybe an hour or two in, depending on how slow or quickly you play through the game. the phonic modulator, which basically plays this music tune, which apparently can stun the enemy with probably sonic sounds. Hearing a bit of echo from your mic, Tim. Are you?
I don't.
That's weird.
I don't know why.
I was hearing a little just a bit ago, but now it stopped.
Very quiet.
Yeah, that's weird.
But okay, here's the question. One, please tell me the song that's playing is like Nickelback or Spice Girls, because that would be great to hear that style of music is actually defending us from the evil of the world.
What? Oh, you mean the song you can hear on my background?
No, the song in the game. You said you could play a song.
Oh, okay. The song that's playing in the game, I think it's Colon Lan. It's in Welsh Gaelic, so I don't know what that means, but that is apparently the main track of the game.
I believe that translates to Mbop by Hanson.
No, I have the soundtrack, and it's not called that. I can tell you that now.
Dang it, man! I thought Hanson was making a comeback too.
It's actually technically considered as a siren song, actually. Or was that the counter song to that is called Suogan or Suogan? Yeah, it's Suogan. But anyway, aside from the music, yeah. It was all beautiful, but there were things that I did not like the pacing. There was way too much fucking walking around. I'll be blunt there. Too much walking around. I should have ended the game sooner if I knew what I was doing. Sometimes there is no hand holding for this game at all. You have to figure out everything yourself.
Okay.
So, admittedly, I kind of had to look for a little bit of a piece of a guide, trying to figure out one specific puzzle. Like you had to find this wheel to unlock a door before you get crushed between two closing walls. Obviously, I died once in the game, but that was the only time I died in the game. Just because of that, because I didn't know where the wheel was. Besides, the wheel's placement is actually random, and I fucking hate that shit.
Can I ask a question?
I guess it prevents you from cheating. Yeah.
Okay. Is the game scary?
At times, yes.
Okay.
I mean, only when the game initiates its jump scares, which were completely unexpected. They were placed, but they were very far, and they were few and far between.
All right. Here's another question. Is it fun?
Fun. Well, as I said, it did drag on a little.
The only reason I ask that is if you're playing a game where you have no combat skill, and it seems like it's only puzzles and you trying to not get caught.
Okay, so yeah, I kind of didn't explain who you play as. You play as a musician who is the eloped lover of a woman named Elizabeth Williams, who is the woman that you probably see on the cover. That's Elizabeth, apparently.
Okay.
And she sent you a letter to try to make a piece of music that could counteract the siren song.
Okay.
So you start off on a train going to the Skur Hotel. It starts off as very normal, very peaceful, and then first room you reach has a piano in there. This game has a fascination with pianos, by the way. There are a lot of pianos and about 5 musical instruments in the entire hotel. So you can tell that the antagonist of the game really did have a lot of musical instruments, and it was very music oriented inside the hotel.
Okay.
So her father and her grandfather apparently were driven to madness by the siren song that was caused by something in the game that is revealed later, but near the end of the game later.
Okay.
They basically find this ship. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. I think it was called the HMS Providence. I think that's what it was. It's been a while since I've read the name, but that ship had something aboard that caused the siren song. So then, apparently, Elizabeth sang a song that drove everyone to madness because she apparently written the lyrics of the song wrong. And it's just weird how it worked, because you find the music sheet and you have to find these 4 what the hell do they call them? oh no, I've forgotten the name of them, but there were these 4 things that make up the Siren song, and apparently there's a good and bad ending, but I only got the good ending, which is good.
I mean, that's terrible. How dare you?
I wanted to see what the bad ending was like, but I'd have to play the game again, go back to the 3rd floor, or 2nd floor as the game calls it, because, it starts as ground, 1st, 2nd, and attic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the basement as well, because apparently hotels in Wales have basements. That section of the game was pretty creepy too.
You can't once you complete the game, you can't select where to load in afterwards. You have to replay the whole thing.
No chapter select sort of thing.
It depends on which phonograph you saved at, because you use phonographs as save points.
Mm-hmm.
You can't save anywhere in the game. You have to go to these phonographs. And I played on normal difficulty, just to let that be known, because on hard difficulty, you have a limited amount of saves, which before the game was patched was 5, now it's 10. So you would have 10 saves, and after that point, you will not be able to save again on hard mode. That's it. You would be stuck at that. You'd be stuck at that place until you complete the game, or until you complete the game.
That would be a problem.
Not really. Not now that I know how the game works.
Oh, I'm talking about in your initial playthrough.
Oh yeah, if you were, a hardcore horror fan, you would have started on hard difficulty, but that's not what I did. I went with normal because I wanted to see what the game offered with its purity and, without having too much difficulty.
Alright, so what do you rate it, Silver? Okay, first give me a number, then tell me whether it's worth the price. That's the important part.
I say 6 out of 10.
Okay.
And at full price, no. But I got it 10% off because I bought it before it came out, so I got a little bit of a discount there. And because in American dollars it's 25, as you can see there, but for pounds, it's a hell of a lot cheaper in comparison. I think it's what, £17.99, £18 in total.
Oh wow!
Which it is actually a decent price for a game like this. Because sure, it's like a 4 or 5 hour experience, and well, I wouldn't say it's that worth.
See, instead of Moose Life, this should have been in VR.
If only you did have VR.
Then
it would have been fucking absolutely scary.
Yeah, and then when Silver was complaining about the jump scary experience, he would have been told us how he shit his pants instead.
When a specific jump scare made me jump, I scared the shit out of my mother. Because she was sitting to my right at the dining table, and I just went, ah! When that moment happened,
So you jump scared your mother from getting jump scared, is what you're doing.
Yes. I had to take a breather because of that. I literally had to pause the game and step away from the game. Because it literally got me that bad. I was like, okay, if I play this game again, I'm expecting that shit. It's not going to get me again. But you fucking wait, it will. Because I'm going to be like leaving a couple of months between playing it again. But yeah, the jump scares hit, and they hit fucking hard.
Well, that's good.
You do not expect them. You can't expect them if this is your first experience of the game.
Well, that's my good part, though, is that if you're playing a survival horror game, you should be scared.
Yeah, and I'd say that Abraham, the really big dude, that you hear his footsteps throughout the game, and then until you get to the 2nd floor where you finally encounter him, he's fucking huge. I was like, wow, he's huge for a human.
Heck's gonna give it to you.
And he wears this fucking badass looking trench coat. I'm like, I didn't know trench coats would look that badass in the 1800s. Cool.
I didn't know Mr. X was in this game.
He is the threat of the game. He can fucking run too. I'm like, I do not like it when big people can run.
Yes,
you mean people can run? No.
Especially big threats like that. I mean, at first, you can hear his footsteps thumping. When you walk, he's faster than you. And that shit's scary. He is faster than you when you're walking. So you have to sprint and limited sprint. I hate limited sprint.
Don't worry.
I mean,
they'll add it in for DLC, and it'll be like $5 for sprint.
I get it. I get that not everybody could be an athlete, but for fuck's sake, why do they have such?
That sounds
limited-
pretty cheap for a phone plan, if you ask me.
That's true.
Right? I fucking hate it. I hate limited stamina like that in games. Where you're going to run for like 3 or 4 seconds. I was like, I could run fucking further than that. And I'm not exactly fit either. Fuck you.
Wait a second. Silver's the one who said he wanted to play fucking Hellpoint.
Yeah, I have not got that game yet. So
That game is brutal. Oh my lord.
Oh, I know. But yep, closing out thoughts.
Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. 6 out of 10. Game's not worth full price. Get it on sale. But after on sale, yeah, I definitely pick it up if you're into survival horror games. That is, if you don't like horror games, and if you don't like
getting jump scared,
especially if you don't like jump scares, I fucking hate them. I wasn't expecting them to be there, so I pulled through. I fucking did it. 4 hours and 55 minutes technically in the game time, but according to Steam, 11 hours. Because, it's between pausing and stuff like that. Whatever. At least I wasn't a pussy and I actually finished the game. So there you go. Hey, there's another horror game I can close down with the docket. But yeah,
despite that review, Tim, he sure talked a lot about it. I think he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think talking about it, he brought it up to a 7.
Okay. Maybe it's a 7, but no higher than 7. Because, as I said, the music just hit. It was
Here's another way to look at it, Silver. Would you look forward to another game by the same developers?
Sure. Why not? I hope they improve on this, though. I hope they improve.
You know how you improve? You make money.
There are so many invisible walls, and unfortunately, that device you see in that screenshot, you don't get to use it much. Then again, the ammunition for it is very limited. Like maybe 10 uses, I think you get out of it.
Interesting.
But it really depends. I only managed to use it like 3 or 4 times because I didn't feel the need to use it all that much, to be honest. Also, there's one final note is that the AI, when it comes to the sounds, maybe it's because I was playing on normal difficulty, they weren't exactly what I would call
intelligent,
aware. Their hearing sensory wasn't exactly all that great. They're very easy to avoid. Very easy to avoid. Very easy to skim by. In fact, sometimes I didn't even have to hold my breath. I could just stand up and walk around them, and there you go. But yeah, there you go. That's my thoughts on Made of Scare. And I hope they improve for their next title. It's weird that I'm echoing.
Okay, so what's the next game? And I'm going to try and fix this issue.
I can talk about Fallen Order, since I finished that.
Oh, you finished it?
I know Tim's talked about it before when he played it, but I can give my experience.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was rather entertained. It is a great game. Solid mechanics, solid progression. Story isn't bad. I would not necessarily say it is a great Star Wars game, though. Because you when you're moving around, you do feel like a Jedi, kind of running around, jumping around, and using the Force to solve puzzles. But combat does not feel like a Jedi. You really don't feel powerful or anything. I mean, and I realize part of that is because they're doing a kind of Dark Souls-y style combat.
Yeah.
But when like all of the random troopers I'm running around there can block my lightsaber with their stun batons, it does not feel very powerful.
Well, the problem is the game is essentially, when it comes to combat, is rock, paper, scissors. It's more of like, okay, if you do this, I must do this. If you do this, I must do this. It's not so much of like a fluid, stabby,
It felt more like a wait for counter simulator, sort of like wait for them to attack, counter their attack, capitalize on the counter, and then wait for them to attack, counter on the attack, capitalize on the counter. The other thing being the kind of randomness of it's not really random. The randomness of dismemberment in combat. Like once you actually kill something, if it's an animal, it probably has dismemberment in some fashion. You will either like chop the big monster's arm off or cut the thing right down the middle. But none of the human enemies or humanoid enemies have any dismemberment. Despite you clearly like either cutting a stormtrooper in half or removing somebody's arm, like I feel like that there was a little bit of a missed opportunity there. They should have enabled dismemberment at all.
You know what's funny though is I feel like the hero in this game is the exact opposite of Rey.
He's kind of boring.
No, he's the exact opposite of Rey because like Rey just becomes super duper powerful.
Man, this guy was already a
Well, yeah, this guy had his training. He just hadn't quite matured fully.
Yeah, exactly.
His position, his power.
Mm.
And so it's a great example of the hero's journey. He goes on a journey to refine his power, and through the journey, learn.
Yeah, see,
there's his strength.
See, there was actually a story to get you there instead of being like, "Hi, I collect junk. I'm a Jedi warrior." There's no
build up.
I just saved you 3 movies. Sorry.
Yeah, at least he actually had build up. What was his name? Kale?
Cal.
Yeah.
Cal, that's it, yeah, Cal.
Cal.
Why did I say Kale?
Are you going for the Silver's on a superfood diet? Don't mind him, everybody.
Silver's on keto.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
He's like, I'll eat kale chips for a month.
No, I have never tried kale.
You should. It's a superfood.
Well, despite any of my gripes about the game, I think it was very well done, very polished. I don't think I encountered any bugs or any crashes particularly. It might have crashed once. I can't remember now.
Oh, I've seen some funny bugs and glitches, like when I saw Angry Joe's review for it.
Yeah, but you have to remember that Ray's got the advantage of about 9 months of patches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At this point, it certainly doesn't seem like it's got very many bugs or anything.
Like honestly, Silver, if you go back to what is it, Mass Effect Andromeda now, it doesn't have any. But go ahead. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ray.
I would probably give this a 7, easily, if not more. This might not necessarily be the Star Wars game for everyone, but it is a good game, and the story is pretty good. So it's if you like anything with a Star Wars logo on it, and you want a decent, more modern game, then it's definitely worth picking up.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not sure if I'd take it at full price. I think at least 10 or 20% off might be a better price. But it's not terribly priced.
Okay, the way I look at it, I was just going to put this part in, all right? The way I look at this game is this, right? For people that haven't played a good Star Wars game in modern times, like some of us had the old school the
original Battlefront games. KOTOR were good ones.
Yeah,
even Jedi Academy, those ones were great.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you didn't grow up with those and you haven't had a good Star Wars game in a very long time, this will at least
They're still on Steam. You can go find them.
I know, but I'm talking about like a modern one.
I know.
Compared to what they did with Battlefront 1 and 2 and their forced microtransaction slavery. Games. This is way better. That's the only reason why I gave it so much credit, because I do like Star Wars. I do like Star Trek. But the problem is that when you look at both those franchises, if you're looking for even a decent game, you gotta look hard, because there's a lot of really bad games, unfortunately, in those franchises as well.
Oh yeah,
that's the price of popularity, though. I guess like everybody's willing to and wants to be a part of the have a piece of the pie. So
Also, milk you. Yeah, everyone's wanting to milk the franchise.
Oh, you mean like Warhammer?
Oh yeah, there are so many goddamn Warhammer games. But anyway,
you don't say.
That's besides the point.
All right, Mermit, you got your game of the month. What was your game?
Florida Simulator 19.
Florida Simulator?
Yeah.
Florida Simulator 19 something.
What's wrong, my Mitch? Tell us. I didn't like it. Like,
you weren't really supposed to like it.
No. Just like the first mission. Go kill 6 gators. The gators one-shot you.
Oh,
wow. So you don't start out with a shotgun or an SMG. You start out with a pistol. and you drive it in a boat.
Wait a minute, this doesn't sound like Florida. You start with a pistol?
And the best part is, when you're driving around the boat, gators can bite you while you're in the boat.
Fucking wow.
Brilliant. Excellent game.
So, yeah. The first mission is hard enough to beat. Not to mention that the gators can run.
Did you encounter the kawaii gators?
No, I did not.
No, you didn't? Mermich, what did we even pay you to do?
I know, man.
He's like, you didn't pay me at all.
I spent a good number of minutes trying to play this game, and I could not beat the first mission.
Hey, you know what's sad, though? This game has 10 positive reviews on Steam. It was probably every family member he had, but still.
I still love that part in the trailer. It just looks nice, sweetie, my mom.
I mean, the voice acting is funny, but the gameplay is just hard to like, considering it's so easy to just die, and if you die, you restart beginning.
Fucking really? Oh,
fun.
Yeah.
Gator's first video game.
And I have actually seen that UI in many, 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 many asset flip games.
But yeah,
wait,
gators biting you in the boat takes you down to 50% of your health.
Oh, at least they don't want to
you in the water.
But Mermich, they added meth gators.
Oh.
Look at the screen. They have a meth gator update.
So Mermich,
He put wait. He only put 0.2 hours into the game. That's bullshit.
I actually finished my game, Mermits. Darn you!
Now you owe me a cup of coffee, you bitch.
Hey, I played my other game to completion twice.
But this was your game.
No, it was not.
You know what? Okay, you know what? I'll let him off. That's fine. But you know what? You have to put at least 20 hours into the game I picked for you this month.
No.
Yes. But the problem is it's not bad. That's the problem. He's not going to hate it.
Okay.
So Mermich, is this worth $3?
No.
$1 million question, or $3 question, is it maybe?
Worth $2.
It's not even worth $3.
All right, so it needs to be 33%.
Wait for sale.
All right.
Already cheap enough. Jeez.
Oh,
then again, you could buy 2 cups of coffee with that.
I know.
I would just say scale down the gator's damage to fix it, because it's way too easy to freaking just die immediately.
I think.
So how many bullets does it take to kill a fucking gator then?
2. Pistol.
Just 2 bullets?
No, that's if you get a direct hit.
Wait,
But when they're in the
What's an
water,
indirect hit?
when they're in the water and they go submerged, the water acts as a shield, and you can't.
Okay, that's fucking bullshit. Considering that, well, I guess this game wouldn't have proper fucking bullet trajectory.
Yeah, I would have liked it if you could shoot gators through the wall, because then it would have actually helped quite a bit.
That's bullshit.
Well, I know one game that me and Ray and Murmich can talk about, which is Fall Guys.
Yeah,
I couldn't notice it. I really underestimated the number of jelly beans in the jar.
Yeah, they had 150,000 players on Steam on launch day.
Oof, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, they all bought the game. This isn't about the beta. This is about people that bought the game.
Yep.
Probably a lot of them are people who tried the beta and loved it and bought the game immediately.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably tried the beta, loved it, and then got every friend they could find and contact and said, "No, you need to get this."
Yeah.
Probably.
The more people that actually buy the game and play it, the more people we can play with.
You know what the thing is that
And the more jelly beans to fight against.
And you know what is the beta was incredible, and the reason they have so many players now is because they gave away so many keys. Everybody was playing it.
It's the jelly apocalypse.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you let everybody play it, everybody experiences it, and then they're like, the beta's over. Oh, man.
Have a decent product that people can enjoy, and you allow them to experience it, they will come back.
And I will say this again. Oh, yeah, actually, there's another game that I didn't even write down that I played this month. But I will say this. Devolver Digital fucking killed it this month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know this came out technically in August yesterday, but I still, I bundle it in with Carrion, which I will talk about soon. And then they got, another game coming later this month, Silver Hold Up. But yeah, they are, in this 2-month period, they are fucking killing it.
Oh, and then is there other...
Gotta make their mark before Cyberpunk comes out.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then there's their other game that's coming out next year. Ooh.
Yeah.
But we'll save that for later, much later.
But Fall Guys is really, really fun.
Yeah, it is.
What's the price tag on this again? Is it $30?
20.
Full price? $20. Is it only $20?
Yes.
Scroll down to find out.
Yeah, it's only $20.
$20. I would say if you have friends to play this with, or just enjoy kind of party game-ish stuff, this is definitely worth $20.
Yeah,
this is a great part.
What is the?
I don't think we experienced nearly all of the different game modes you could run into in there, because there's a few in the screenshots that I don't recognize.
Yeah, I think some of you missed the soccer mode.
But listen, I would buy this. I would buy this costume pack. So I got to pay $25 to play it because I'd have to buy this pack to go with it. You get to dress up as fast food. There's a fry, a shake, and a burger. It's basically Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, great! Now you can make your dreams come true and make your.
And fortunately, just because it's fast food, it doesn't actually make you faster, so it's not actually pay to win.
In that case, with those costumes, I'm surprised it doesn't make you slower.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You have more energy to, run faster.
No, but
that's right. Yes, right. Pay $5 to be punished.
Listen, if I had the money, I would have bought it. You know why? It's a great stream game. It's a
Considering
game.
how many people you can get into a single game,
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. I have no qualms with this game whatsoever. Every moment I played of it, I was having fun. I was loving it. Even when you lose, at least you can watch your teammates and cheer them on. It's not just over.
And you can also join the game with teammates. So
Yeah.
hey, that's another plus.
Yeah, it's
even if you're technically competing, still, it's
you can still have fun.
It will, if I'm not mistaken, it always in team scenarios always groups teammates together though.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever encountered a situation where we were on different teams.
Yeah, and
Since we
like I
lobbied
said,
together.
it's a lot of fun, and I can't recommend it any more than that. I mean, if you like party games, or if you're like me, who's somebody who liked Human Fall Flat or anything like that, and you want to just play mini games of it with your friends, Fall Guys is great. And the fact that it's 60 players in a lobby and it's complete chaos and everything else, it's awesome. I give it an 8 just because it's so fucking fun.
That's a glowing recommendation.
Yes.
I'd be very interested to see how much more content might get added in the future, or how much they're going to continue to support it. Because obviously they're going to add costumes and cosmetics and things to keep the seasonal stuff going. But it would be interesting to see if they have any more like mini games they want to add. Or
the way I would look at it is, with it being as popular as it is, they would be dumb not to.
Yeah, it will be.
I think so.
They have more to play. The more you can play, the more.
At this point, I'm pretty sure they've probably recouped any losses or costs.
Yeah, I think
so. Everything over that can easily be put back into the game if they really want to.
Yeah, I don't think this.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't think this game had a high level of like initial cost to create. Because if you look at it, I mean, yes, the characters look different. I'll give them that. But I mean, you're basically just creating mini games and having these little creatures that almost look that almost look identical, except for their skins. So that's pretty easy to code. So I mean, on a development level, it probably didn't cost that much to make. So yeah, I imagine if they haven't made money yet, they got to be damn close.
Right.
So, I wish them all the luck, and if I have the money, I will buy the game in the future. All right, so who wants to go next? Because I only have 2 left, and I don't know what you guys got. Silver said you finished another one, right?
Yep, Shawnor Legends. That game came out about 2 years ago, though, so just to keep that in mind. I finally finished it. I will say, though, that the boss fights were actually very easy, except for the last one.
What was the name of the game?
Shawnor Legends.
Spell it.
Shalnor.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh wait, this one.
Yep. The Zelda-esque RPG.
Nice.
Binary puzzles.
You know, I fucking hated them. Especially that one that you saw, Ray. I hated that one. But I figured that out just randomly. I'm like, oh, come on, I do both of those? Just by looking and doing, really? The night before, I couldn't even do one. Ugh. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, and Ava, you gave me a beautiful idea. If Murmish does not reach the amount of time I request on Steam in his game for next month, I'm going to have
playtime, Murmish. Don't just leave the game up and say, look, I'll play 20 hours.
Then Murmish is going to have to record himself drinking a kale smoothie and put it in Discord. So thank you, Ava, for the inspiration. You're great. Thank you for that. Okay, Go ahead, Silver. I apologize.
Okay, so if you like Zelda, like classic Zelda, I'm talking about like the SNES Zelda, you might actually enjoy this one. It's definitely beautiful with its pixel style graphics. The enemy varieties are very limited, but they can be annoying little aim botting assholes at sometimes. But if you predict their attack patterns, they're easy to avoid. It's got the right pacing with it, and there's crafting with potions for the most part. Also, you can upgrade your sword, your braces, your armor to improve the defense, your damage of both weapon and your bow when you get it through the bracers. There's 5 types of arrows you can acquire. You don't acquire the 5th one until much later in the game, which in my personal opinion is the best one. Homing fucking, we're not gonna spoil the best weapon in the game, no.
Okay.
There's 4 bosses in total. The first 2 are very easy to beat. They have like 2 stages where they get faster once their health reaches the halfway point. But in general, the first 2 bosses are pretty easy to defeat. The third one, rather challenging because of its secondary attack. You need to basically pick your place of where you're gonna go. And once these exploding ghosts get too close, you've got to shift out of the way, otherwise you'll take tremendous amounts of damage. You'll probably even die instantly because of how much damage you can take. At least there's invincible frames that you will encounter if you get hit, so you get about 2 seconds of invincibility. So it's a little fair with that, but not too generous though.
Invincibility frames for the win.
Indeed. This game kind of needs it, especially with some of the traps. Holy shit, the traps in some of the dungeons. They are quite ridiculous.
You know what this game reminds me of a lot?
Of the original Zelda or
Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, I played that on my Game Boy.
And also Secrets of Grindia.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like in the puzzles and the open area, I could see the similarities between the two.
Oh yeah. Puzzles, yeah, but not the traps. Oh, those traps are brutal, especially later on in the game. Holy shit, especially the tower.
I love Zelda: A Link to the Past though. Like I'm not a big Zelda fan. I haven't really played anything besides the original Zelda, Link, the second game on Nintendo, and A Link to the Past. I haven't really played any of the Zeldas besides that, but those three I love. So this one definitely reminds me of the one on Super Nintendo, as you mentioned.
I've played it, but I had only ever finished Wind Waker when it comes to Zelda games. That's the only Zelda game I had ever finished.
Nice.
It took a long time, but I did it. That last temple.
All right, Silver C. You know what that means. What's your score, and is it worth the money?
A 7, and yes, yeah, it's
for
it's
$10.
$10.
Yeah, I was gonna say $10, man.
Yeah, it's worth it. Definitely worth it, because you can spend quite a lot of time just getting the resources and getting the upgrades and crafting potions when you need them. Because there are there's 10 types of potions. One is where they just give you a random effect, but the others can do various things like boost your sword damage, boost your arrow damage, give you health, stamina. Some can give you
more modern Zelda titles.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Like cooking.
There's also a fishing pole you can get once you get all 10 ghost coins, which is you can gain a lot of gold that way if you could manage to catch that diamond fish, which I did catch. 1,000 gold. That instantly fills your gold pouch if you have the large gold pouches, because you have to buy upgrades for your pouch and your provisions pouch.
Like older Zelda titles.
Yep, so you can carry more gold and more provisions to craft with, yeah. And there's also little side stuff you can do, like find life gems or stones, life stones and mana stones to increase your health and mana capacity through various figurines. These 4 representatives of a specific goddess in the game or in that world give you something for finding their 4 figurines that you can find in either dungeons or various chests. But yeah, definitely recommend the game if you're a fan of Zelda games. Because if not, then maybe you would like the game for another reason. But like its art style, it's cute, it's pretty.
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, there you go. If you like Secret of Mana.
I do.
Especially if you like classic RPGs, like if you like classic JRPGs, yeah. This game works like that more or less.
Don't worry, I imagine Ava saw you, Jess. It's fine. I know, she photobombed me just so Ava could see her. Alright,
Speaking of Jess, did you play your game?
Yeah, did you play your game?
I don't have enough information on it right now, so I'm deferring till next month.
We'll have to wait till next month for that. Look forward to that, viewers.
She says the story so far is kind of foobar, though.
Yes.
Ooh.
It doesn't really line up with the actual anime, so it's kind of bugging me. To the point where I don't want to play.
See, Silver, I told you we'd know how deep, in-depth of a review it was by how much she talked about the anime.
Goodness gracious me.
Because it doesn't start at the beginning of the anime, it starts like halfway in, right?
Yeah,
what?
Tenro Island.
Yeah, so it starts about halfway into the story.
Well, I mean, it assumes only the fans are going to buy the game anyway, right?
I guess.
And the worst,
no game I'd
part is
recommend.
at the end of the Tenro Island arc.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, so it's at the end of an arc that's already halfway through the story.
Not half, but close enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Glev.
Yo, what up, Glev?
Okay, well, if you want a game based on an anime, I'd recommend Attack on Titan. Those 2 games. They're expensive.
Really? That's on Steam. which one? I forget which one that is.
Shit, though.
It's had fairly like mediocre reviews. I feel like, or mixed.
Well,
because I looked at that for a while because
I saw Jack play through
I like grappling hooks.
Attack on Titan 2 was only released in Japanese, wasn't it?
No, it's out here. It's on Steam.
No, I mean the language.
Yeah, I think it's released in Japanese, but there are subtitles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I believe at launch it didn't even have subtitles. That's why people were like, what?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, like I remember Strippin, who's Dodger's husband, was playing it.
Oh, okay.
And it had no subtitles whatsoever. Hello, DBZ. Yes, Dragon Ball Z. Well, at least those games tend to follow the story, because who hasn't seen the story of Dragon Ball Z?
Wait, Dragon Ball has a story?
Yeah, it does. It's a lot of screaming involved, though.
You mean the screaming isn't the story?
It's part of it. It's part of it.
You know, when I used to watch DBZ, just to go for a tiny tangent here, I whenever they would scream like that, I was like, have they shut their pants yet?
I would love it if I hope they're supposedly gonna make a new like content on the Dragon Ball Super. I guess they're gonna be making more of that or whatever.
Oh,
so I would love it if, just as like a joke to the fans, one time any of them was screaming like that, they just shit themselves. It'd be great. Like have it be like not a main character though. Have it be like Tien or Yamcha or something.
Yamcha, of course.
Or if you really want to make the Japanese life, make it Bulma. I mean, one, why is she screaming? She has no powers. So I mean, two.
Oh, dude.
She has no powers, yet she can keep Vegeta in line.
That's called a bitch slap. Is a big power, but it's just not a superpower. It's like in Karate Hi-Ya. Yeah, exactly. All right. What's your next one, Ray?
Let's see here. Oh, I finished Dishonored 2 this last month as well.
Oh boy,
I really should go back to the first Dishonored and actually try to finish them. Oh boy, because I have both games and I've played both games.
You can play Dishonored for free now? Really?
Just couldn't find the patience to play them. I'll try again. But sorry, Ray, go on.
Yeah, compared to the first game, I mean, it was pretty similar. Like the gameplay is essentially the same. You're doing the same sort of stuff. The difference being you can choose which character you play through the whole game. At the beginning, you can play as Corvo again, or you can play as Elizabeth.
I went with Elizabeth.
And the interesting thing with Elizabeth, obviously, she gets some different powers than Corvo does. So there's a little bit of a gameplay tweak and stuff there. Like instead of teleporting, she has like a grapple, more like pulls herself to a location. I was also interested that they added a sort of crafting system, like because when in the last game you would find bone charms and you can equip those for little perks or bonuses. In this game, you still find those, but you can also find raw whalebone and you can either break down bone charms to get their unlock their effects, and then use the whalebone to craft your own version of the bone charms. So you can either mix a number of different small bonuses, or you can stack them multiple times to make them stronger. And that was pretty interesting.
Nice.
But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It was more Dishonored. Wasn't bad. I feel like the AI might have been a little more attentive than the first game, because I've certainly blundered my way through the first game at times, and I feel like this one gave me fewer free passes, so to speak.
Yeah. fewer mulligans, so to speak.
Right. But I overall, I think it is a very good, worthy successor. And I don't think it's a bad game at all. I'd say it's an easy 7.
Awesome. And I believe it's on sale right now for the QuakeCon sale.
It says
Yeah,
QuakeCon sale up there.
Yeah.
What's the full price usually? It's like
40.
It's gone down to 40.
Wow, you can
If
buy.
you enjoyed the first Dishonored, definitely, I think it'd be worth 40.
Wow, you can buy it with the Death of the Outsider expansion for.
That's a standard game.
Yeah, but you can
You
get
pay
both.
us
You get both. You get both for $18.
It's not bad.
Hey, oh, Ava, Dishonored's very good. If you even
Sounds like a steal right now. So
yeah, that's really cheap. And if you want to play something cool like that, this is a good time to get it.
And of course, there are 2 ways to play the game: violently, stealthily, and you have to decide how. However, I do.
Well, you can actually almost argue there's 4 ways to play the game, because there's at the end of each mission you get kind of like your other stealth games like Hitman and etc. You get a rating of how often you were noticed, how many people you killed, how few people you killed.
Yeah,
and so on and so forth. So it grades you on the
they affect
that
the
scale.
ending. Yeah.
And the more people you kill, the higher chaos rating you get, the different ending you get.
That's for both games, right? Because
Both games are like that, yes. This game makes it a little more obvious, though, because, like I said, at the end of each mission, it tells you how much chaos you're at, and how many times you were noticed, and how.
I mean, how did you play, Ray? Did you play a mixture of both, or?
No, I in both cases I tried to go for as low chaos as possible in the games, but I didn't necessarily go like, oh no, I killed somebody, restart. No, I was like, whatever. One guy won't matter.
No, I'm not asking that, Abe. I'm just asking what system you play on. You play on PC, Xbox, PlayStation. We don't judge around here. Murmich has a hard time playing more than 0.2 hours of a game. You just saw that.
Hey!
I feel like you ain't living that down for a little while, Murmich.
Looks at Murmich's hours in Warframe.
Listen, I had very little time to play it. I literally bought it today.
Oh,
yeah.
You had a whole month.
Now,
all right, Murmich, what is the game that you actually finished?
Yes.
All right, I played Aria, spelled Ourea.
That's such a weird title name.
It was a puzzle story game that was very short.
Okay.
Very, very short. But
so that's why you finished it.
That's why I finished it twice. Now, it gives you no... Like, it doesn't tell you, like, any of the controls off the bat, like, at all. You just have to slowly figure your way out through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first room I was in, I was just, like, walking around, just trying to figure out what to do. And eventually I figured out what to do for the first puzzle. There's 3 puzzles in total.
Yep.
And each of which you end up getting to a room where there's like this glowy thing, and gets absorbed into you an event, and there's these little like pictures on walls that when you interact with them they animate.
Mm-hmm.
And you get more a sense of what happened past that caused all this little stone robot's friends to just all be basically lifeless on the around you.
Oh.
And basically your goal is to just reach the top of a mountain, and then you have to make a choice whether you... Well, I might as well just spoil it because nobody's going to play it. But basically you get a choice whether either you save all your stone robot friends and sacrifice yourself, or you can choose to not revive all your robot friends and not let the world be basically consumed by just don't know about some machinations.
Interesting.
They basically built these like factories. We're just like kind of like tearing all the nature out of the area. So it's a really interesting story. I enjoyed it.
All right, rating, sir.
I'd say it's probably worth like $1 less than they priced it, because I was kind of expecting there to be more puzzles, but graphics wise, story wise, and just no bugs at all while I was playing, I'll probably rate it like a 7.
You're cutting in and out, Mermich.
Dang it!
But
yeah.
We got the gist of it. We got the gist. All right, so 7 out of 10, and it's worth about $6.99.
Yes.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I wish there were more puzzles. That's the only thing I wish there was.
Wait till the DLC.
There was more content.
Yes. Well,
just more puzzles, because there was only really 3, and then 1 dodge lightning way up ahead.
As you go up a hill.
And I think I know what you're gonna put up for your next game, Tim.
Faye Tactics.
Oh, I thought it was going to back the other game.
If it wasn't for the damn tropical storm yesterday, I would have played this on stream, but I played some of it on my own, so at least I can talk about it, because the game deserves a good talking about. Alright. Case in point, do you like Final Fantasy Tactics? Do you like any type of tactics game? Do you like cute characters that actually make you care about them a little bit? Do you like a game that has about 65 hours worth of content in it? And only charges you $20? Then you have found your game. Yeah, it actually has 65 hours worth of content in a $20 game.
That's pretty good.
I did complain about the fact that like during battle there's not much music, but it only seems to be in the beginning part, because once you get through the first area in the game, where it's like your tutorial, then the music starts. So I have to take away that point I was making before. The first area you're in is like the tutorial, where it teaches you every different type of battling. You know, how to use the combo system and level up your character, so on and so forth. After you get past that, that's when the real game begins, and that's when you get an understanding of how deep and like competent this game is, and it's actually varied. It's very competent, very fun. The character is fucking incredibly cute. You know, I know cute's like, that's a stupid word. She is. All right, and the animal companions are great because they are basically their own class. So they don't play as just like a dog goes bark, or you know, like the bird drops stuff. No, like the bird shoots fucking lasers and is like your long distance character, and you get more characters as you go along. But like the dog on it, you know, dog man's best friend, right? The dog character, if you as the human go up next to the dog when the dog's in combat, and you attack the opponent next to the dog here on the next square, it not only will your attack happen, if your attack is successful, the dog will also attack by itself and do a combo attack, because that's basically the permanent ability built into the dog character.
Oh, cool.
So you want, like, yeah, sure, the bird character that you start off with, you want to keep them away from everybody, but if you keep the main character and the dog together, you can just double attack everything. And it will make it so it's a lot easier to get at least through the early game until you get yourself
on right now, is it?
So long as you hit the actual target next to the dog.
Yeah. So yeah. I would say like okay, I'm gonna be a little biased. Only I'm gonna put that out there because I love these type of games, and there's not very many good ones out there. But I'm going to say it's an 8. I'm going to say it's 8 out of 10. And if you like tactics games like I do, like, what's another one that Children of Zodiac, was another one I played that had dice built into it and cards, but still same idea. If you like those type of games, for $20 you're getting a hell of a lot of game. So is it worth $20? Yes. And I would say I would put this even over Destroy All Humans, like as my favorite game of the month. Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's a great segue.
Yes, Destroy Humans.
Yeah, but you know why I put it over Destroy All Humans? Because with Destroy All Humans, I already knew what I was getting.
Yeah, it did.
This was a pleasant surprise rather than a.
It felt shorter than I remember, though.
What, Destroy All Humans?
Yeah, I was like, I finished it in 10 hours, and I was like, really?
You know, that's how long the original game was too, right?
It felt longer to me for.
Dude, I put 8.9. I put 8.9 hours in, and that's all on stream, and I finished the game.
But you didn't really do all the challenges though.
No, you could stretch it out double time if you do all the challenges. Fuck.
I did most of them. I just didn't do the race one, or I didn't do some of the Armageddon challenges or the Rampage challenges on some of the later locations. But I will say that the Armageddon and the Rampage challenges are really fun to do.
Now, I like the game. I like the price, but I will say the fact that like if you did not buy the DLC ahead of time,
buy the game,
buy the game ahead of time, it charges you $10 for 4 skins.
And I'm like, no.
Fuck that. I'm sorry. That's way too much money.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, like the skins are the skins cool? Yes, they are. Are they worth that kind of money? Hell no.
No.
But let's just talk about the game because that is stupid shit. But okay.
It's really fun. The humor, sure, it doesn't really fly at this day and age. Not like it ever did.
I like it better because of that.
It's really fucking funny. I laughed my fucking ass off playing this game. Seriously.
It's funny to watch too.
It's back to a more civilized time when,
yeah, and even
people didn't actually have to care as much.
Even though I'm not an American, I still found most of this shit hilarious.
Oh yeah, well, especially when I knew this game, like I hadn't played this game in many years, right?
Oh, same here.
But when the first time I got to the county fair level, and you have to read like the thoughts of all the people there and all the dirty, fucking grimy jokes in that area, I was like, yes, I have found the perfect game for me in 2020.
Like, my father grew up as a farmer, and I'm like, I guess my father would know some of this shit. Well, at least if he, got any of this crap back in the 60s.
And I love the fact they kept the original voices and just cleaned them up.
Right?
Oh, it's perfect.
Wait, the voice quality is mwah.
Yeah, all they did was clean up the originals, so that's good. You couldn't replace the fucking voices of these people. They were too perfect for it.
I told you already, Pox. I just want to destroy all humans. Let me do that.
I mean, come on, Pox is the fucking best. Invader Zim? I mean, come on, man.
I never watched Invader Zim, but...
No, you know what the worst part is? That was Invader Zim's voice.
I know.
But the cool part is, this was made before Invader Zim was even a fucking thing. So you actually got to hear Invader Zim's voice first in this game, then in the actual show.
I mean, yeah. It was definitely a most welcome 16-year on remake.
Yeah.
Now they gotta do 2. They gotta do 2.
They've got to. I fucking love 2 more than the first game, probably because it was longer, and I just loved the whole probably go to the fucking moon. You had to fight Russians in that one though. So
and good on
America versus commies, the kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and good on THQ Nordic for announcing that they're making a new SpongeBob game based on Battle of the Bikini Bottom. After the success of the remake, they're actually having the same studio make a brand new one.
Fucking A.
That's awesome. So like, man, THQ Nordic is another company that's like, with all they got this, and then what was the game that they got the remake coming out in September?
Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yep, Kingdoms of Amalur coming out in September. Which I love that game. I have that on Origin. So yeah,
My father that before me, and I was like, oh.
So I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, you.
All right. So does anyone else have any more, or are we going on to topics?
I have a few that I can still talk about. I actually still haven't mentioned my review game.
Okay, well go ahead.
Turn on the light.
Turn on the light.
I'm gonna be right back. Nature calls.
All right.
Thank God I'm not the one talking.
Yeah, Turn on the Light was a cute little puzzle game I saw, and that's pretty much what it is. For the price, it is very inexpensive.
How many
Just
puzzles
all-
does it have? Like, not
What was
puzzles,
it?
but
40, 42, 40, something like that. I believe I finished it in an hour. I have, even less than an hour. I finished it twice, because I went back, last week and did it again, to refresh my memory. And it was challenging, but it wasn't impossible. It's mostly just a logic puzzle of connect the wires to turn on the light, and you follow the rules that it doesn't actually describe anything to you. You just kind of have to figure it out for yourself. So each time you encounter a new puzzle, you trial and error a little bit until you get it to work. And one of the things you saw earlier in there is you can click on one spot on the wire and then drag it to another spot, and it will test whether power going through that section will go all the way. So it's a solid little puzzle game with 40 puzzles to try out. That for $1, I think it's worth $1.
Well, yeah.
I wish they had either done more, or if they could have made a puzzle editor, that could have added a little more playtime. But I think this is a good maybe starter puzzle game. I don't think they've done anything else yet. But if they want to keep making puzzle games like this, then I'd be happy to play some more.
And for 99 cents, your barrier to entry is almost nothing. And for it to have any puzzles, that means you're paying a little over 2 cents per puzzle. So, I think that's acceptable.
Some of them are really easy, where it's okay, you're just teaching me the new mechanic now. I get it. But when some of the later ones they look pretty hectic, and in some of those ones you can see there's a little box in the wire. That little box has can have another set of puzzles in it, so they can be nested in each other multiple times.
Like a puzzle and a puzzle and a puzzle and a puzzle.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it's pretty good. I would say it's a solid 6, 7.
And I think it's worth the 99 cents. So
definitely worth the very low price tag.
All right. So what else you got, Ray? You've been playing.
Speaking of more puzzle games, I also played Mini Metro. This is another cute one. I kind of had my eyes on from. I can't remember when I saw this. Basically, it has a map of. Usually, it's based on a city, and it will randomly spawn bus stop or not. Well, not transit stops there, and you have to connect them into a transit network that will transfer little shapes to their desired stations. And if a shape takes MINI, if a shape sits at a station for too long, you'll lose. So it's a matter of building the most efficient transit network you can. On the normal difficulties, you can, completely redo the entire network at any time.
But on harder difficulties.
As soon as you lay down a track, it's permanent.
Damn.
Yep, and you go until you lose usually, and it scores you based on how many shapes you moved around, and that unlocks new maps to play it on. And like I said, each map is based on a different real life city.
Nice.
So it's cute, it's simple, it's fun, and there's even endless modes where you can't lose. You just try and make as efficient as you can, or where you can creative, where you can place your own stations.
Cool.
And I love the trailer. The trailer is cute.
Yeah.
For $10, I'd say that's worth it. If you really like little puzzle games, you probably waste tons of time on.
Yeah. Yes, it seems that way. All right.
I have one more game if nobody else has anything else.
No, I think we're all done besides you. It's fine.
We're all done? Okay.
What about Neon?
Oh, if you want to talk about that, Mermich.
What, Neon Abyss?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not like you and Eraser. I didn't play enough of it where I feel like I could talk about
Well, I played 2 hours of it, so.
Okay. Well, we'll let you talk about it then.
Okay. Yay.
All right, go ahead.
Because I really liked Neon Abyss. I really, really liked it.
You got frustrated a few times.
I got really frustrated because I couldn't get past the final boss due to my own stupidity. But I was having a blast playing the game.
Oh yeah.
Because there are some really crazy weapons.
Yeah, I've noticed that part.
And
oh my goodness, I think Eraser posted the other day.
Oh my goodness, that was ridiculous. Yeah, you can get some ridiculous builds if you play enough of it and unlock enough items. Because some of the stuff you can get from that is just insane. It's the closest thing I could say to this is a 2D Enter the Gungeon, but crazier.
It's like a side-scrolling Into the Dungeon instead of top-down Into the Gungeon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play more of it. I still got it installed.
Oh goodness, it is so much. Like, I wanted to keep playing it after, but I've been just so busy. I wanted to keep playing this game just because it's so much fun, and I've been watching a couple YouTubers play it just because I've been wanting to play the game so bad.
Look, if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is at this point.
Exactly. All right, so what do you rate it?
8.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Oh, of course, it's Team 17.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense now. How much was the price on it?
20.
20? 20 is pretty good.
It's completely worth the price.
20 seems pretty good. That seems worth it.
Oh, and not to mention that pretty much right after I finished playing it, because I haven't had time to go back and keep playing it,
Yeah.
the devs changed the game based on community feedback, getting rid of an item that
everybody hated,
and gave you the option to turn off certain items in your just because
so they wouldn't show up.
So they wouldn't show up because there are some items that are just ridiculously annoying to get, like Jack, which is a follower you can get randomly.
Yeah.
Who throw bombs that can knock you around.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that'd be a problem.
Yeah.
I
And
think it
then
disables achievements if you disable too many things, though. right?
yeah, it does.
So
And
it's still fair.
Yeah. So the thing that they removed was this thing like silver, whatever. I know I'm cutting in and out.
Mm-hmm.
The silver ball was an item that basically blocked your shots as well as incoming damage. So people were getting really frustrated with it, so they just removed it.
I don't know. Yeah. I
So
can
I'm
understand that to a
like-
certain degree. All right,
But
so
yeah, I love the game.
all right, so now we're gonna talk about the game that I love because I almost forgot to do this. Carrion. All right, you want to be
Very well, carry on.
Yeah, you want to be a monster? You want to eat people? You want to get big and strong and eat more people?
Want to be big and strong like
But
buff man.
okay, this game has a little. This game does have a caveat though. is that if you love all those things, but you don't mind a Metroidvania game where you're going to be searching around a lot to progress, then you're fine. But everything else is fucking amazing. If you
Did you manage to finish it?
No.
Ah, darn.
I have not finished it. But yeah, I figured. But no, it's a great game. This game is fucking incredible. If you don't believe me, go back and check the VOD on my channel. I played it for about 2.5, 3 hours. It's a lot of fun. It's brutal. It's fucking scary. But scary as in the fact that you're scaring other people, not that you're scared.
It's scary for them.
Yeah, like it is absolute fucking gore fest. It's great.
It seems like a pretty solid little game.
Oh yeah, you basically play as a monster who was held in a test tube, even though it says unknown origin. Through the game, you kind of get a figure of who you were before, but afterwards you basically go around this medical facility and find other infested creatures and just put it into your body and make yourself more and more brutal and archaic and give yourself more and more power so you can destroy people.
This is starting to remind me of something. Mermage Ray, you can kind of guess where I'm going with this.
And you will just...
It's a game that's a little bit similar.
It's fucking murder, death, kill. That's basically the name of the game. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I would say this is also an 8 out of 10. It's totally worth $20. If you have Game Pass, get it. It's free on Game Pass, just along with Neon Abyss as well. That's free on Game Pass as well. Yeah, if you enjoy any of these like niche indie titles, Game Pass is great for that. But if not, you can buy it on Steam. It's only $20, and I don't really want to spoil it because there's a lot you could spoil, but I will say this: it's a ride worth taking, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, All right, now Ray, you may proceed with your last one.
All right, my last game is Trials of Mana. I believe you mentioned Secrets of Mana earlier.
Oh, you bastard! That's been on my wish list forever. That's the only reason I said that.
Yeah, I've tried.
Trials of Mana, for people that don't know, is technically Secret of Mana 2 translated for Western audiences.
I have never played any of the other games related to this, but I saw another streamer playing it, and it looked like fun, and I saw it had a bit of a sale, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's play it. I played the demo and enjoyed it. It is a fun little RPG, and it's not a turn-based RPG like you might expect some titles to be. It is an action RPG. You actually get into combat and swing your sword around like it's Zelda or something. But it is an RPG, and it's pretty fun because you get to pick your party to start, and you choose who the main character is and who the supporting characters are out of a cast of 6. And so the story is going to be slightly different depending on who's in what part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say as someone who enjoyed Secret of Mana, Secret of Mana was one of the first actual Super Nintendo games to go full action RPG. So the Mana series has always been that way, thankfully, Ray. Like most of the other Square Enix stuff back then was completely turn-based. But Secret of Mana itself, the original game to the series, was actually an action RPG. But yeah, I played this. I have never played the updated and translated version, but I have played the ROM of the Super Famicom version with like fan translations. And man, the replayability of, as you said, being able to rotate characters out and stuff for story differences. Man, you could be playing this for 200 or more hours, honestly.
I think I've got, 17, almost 20 hours in it so far, and I haven't I don't know how far I'm into the story, but it's. I don't think I'm terrible. And also the class changing and progression is interesting, since each character gets, I think it's a total of what, 6 or 7 classes.
Yep.
That they can pick from depending on how you progress through their class tree. And I've heard the remake adds 2 like kind of ultimate classes for each character, depending on whether you chose the light or dark route on their classes. So that's cool.
Yeah,
I like the choice.
I've of course been using Japanese voices, which are perfectly acceptable. Even if
Same.
there's one character that I find so terribly annoying, I can't stand her. So I did not bring her in our party. I will never bring her in my party, and I quickly rush through any section of the game that involves her.
Don't worry, the English voices aren't that much better.
Oh, they can't be any better considering I hate her Japanese voice too.
No, there's some bad English voice acting in the game, though. That's one of the parts that they kind of like drop the ball on, in my opinion. I've watched a lot of gameplay of it, but you know, I haven't found a sale when I actually had money that was good enough for me to pick it up.
It wasn't a severe sale, so I probably could have waited for another better sale. But I'm happy with my purchase at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I'll play through the demo and then I'll.
What's the full price again? Is it 40?
50, I think.
Oh, it's 50, right? 50. Yeah, if you really like your RPGs, especially action RPGs, and this looks great to you, I'd say 40 would probably be a good price.
Yeah.
I mean, it has content worth $50, I think, but that's still a pretty big investment even nowadays, I think.
So this was one of those games, Silver, where I'm actually going to tell you, download a Super Nintendo mod. I mean, not mod, but emulator. Get the original game. Play not the fucking terrible remake on Steam or anything. Play the original game, then play this one, because it'll actually make a lot more sense.
So this is a sequel to the
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, this is technically Secret of Mana 2, which in Japan was called Senkei Densetsu 3.
Yeah, Seiken. Yeah, it's like Legendary Sword. Something.
Yeah, Seiken
roughly translate.
Yeah, because the original game in the Trial series was, Mana series was actually a Final Fantasy game. It was what is it? Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Oh, they're related. That's interesting.
Yes, they are. One of the first Final Fantasy games to have an action RPG aesthetic to the game instead of JRPG, you know, turn-based.
Okay.
Well, what do you think of it so far, right? What do you?
I've been enjoying it. It's kind of cute with the art style. The story has been pretty good so far. I mean, the one that I'm running through right now.
Yeah, I think
the characters aren't bad. The combat's been pretty fun so far. The AI is rather lackluster, so you may find yourself fighting most bosses solo, which isn't necessarily terrible. I mean, there is a few. There was one boss that it was like, okay, this is kind of annoying. It was standing in place, and I was basically hitting a door that was like throwing traps all over the room, and it's like, okay. Now I go stand in this safe place for 5 minutes while I wait for the traps to disappear, and then go wail on the door for 5 minutes.
Oh no.
Alright, so rating and... Well, you already said if it's worth the money, but rating?
I'd give it a 7 for most users, an 8 if you really like JRPGs.
Damn it, now it's an 8 for me. he knows who he's talking to, god damn it. Alright, so, actually we're going to do something a little different this month. Since we're about an hour and 40 minutes in, I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes. What we're going to do is everyone's going to mute their mic. I'm going to turn off, don't worry, I'm going to put down my microphone and put it off on OBS. And I want somebody, whether it be Glav or any of the mods in the podcast or otherwise, to hit break 2.
Yeah,
and I
Heck yeah.
Right. Say when.
All right, guys, I'll be back. Go ahead.
Now or never. Just fight it out. Just fight it out. Just fight it out. Just fight it out. Night sky reflecting my eyes 光る星で動かし迫る時間で滲んでくミラバラ Want to be honest with myself Come clean 風向け変えて作るシーン Keep it real 生きた歌詞残す masterpiece Everybody picture me 溢れてくれた君の指 Everything picture me 何痩せても揺るがない何百回だって何百万回だって気づかさねても忘れない My face 存在の証明 It's not in myself I gotta make a change 歪んだ世界で足跡たどって声にならない叫びを咲いて何百回だって何百万回だって I find it with myself Now or never Just fight it out Just fight it out Just fight it out Just fight it out Break up over pressure This never ending chain 絡まってただ待ってたってどうがいても今と変わらない世界の中 To be honest with myself Cannot lose, ayy 邪魔する前さまだ blow up but I conquer heaven lose, ayy 割りすの感情立てよ I gotta fire 隙間通しがらみ自分を見失いそうでも君を信じて、yeah 何百回だって何百万回だって気づかさねても忘れない My face 境界線越えて定めたターゲット I gotta make a change この瞬間刻んで後悔は No way 道先道は切り開いて何百回だって何百万回だって I find it with myself Oh yeah Life is short like a pinch of me but don't know the copy gotta make it with so much old fake nash better better not to do stuck a bike on flower 飛びのように探すゴール Finally the full burn にチェーンにバン失うものもない Super duper fire Let's fight to the limit scream louder Let's break out oh yeah 偽りなく kept the page 何百回だって何百万回だって気づかされても譲れない My face 存在の証明 It's not in myself I gotta make a change Make a change yeah 歪んだ世界で足跡たどって声にならない叫びをさえて何百回だって何百万回だって I find it with myself Now or never Just fight it out Just fight it out Just fight it out Just fight it outおはよう世界 Good morning world どれほど歩いたろう足の痛みだけがその距離を物語る長い夜を越えた絶景の期待が巨木を生かしている神々の霊峰新緑の宮殿岩窟の採用早急の果て踏破してみせる限界はない星の隅々までおはよう世界 Good morning world 不可能の闇を払って神話を日常に変えていくオルセイ苔むず石に導 違っても胸の鼓動だけはこの命をたたえる幾億幾兆の分岐が紡ぎ出すただ一つの今を不甘い迷いかけてゆく不安の雨に打たれても旧世の英雄悪愛の賢者伝統の光景革命の基準なんだってなれる定型はない人の半分は水おはよう世界雲には絶望の海を渡って新天地へ Go the world the last of our cross 輝く虹さす方がくれ世界を広げよう明日はいつだって前人未到の秘境だその英知と勇気が生きている証おはよう世界雲には不可能の闇を払って神話を日常に変えていくほどせ
Alright, I'm back whenever you guys want to... There you go. Mute yourselves.
I have unmuted.
Okay. Yeah, sorry I did not mute myself properly, I guess.
Mike was too close to your, Yeah. It always is. You should have also muted, yeah.
Well, it's always is because it's a headset.
But don't worry about it, lad. We managed to get ahead of the board this time.
Alright, cool. Alright, so now we're moving on to the topics of the day. So...
Unmute yourself, dang it.
Yeah,
I'm still here. There we go. You're still muted.
Alright, so what we're going to talk about real quick, this is something we've talked about a few times, but it feels like it's becoming more of a broad issue. Like, okay... Consumer, there's people throw around the word pro-consumer or anti-consumer all the time in different scenarios, but it seems to be whatever benefits them.
Obviously, as consumers,
is what they believe in, right? Mm-hmm. So in this particular case, we're going to talk about the Marvel Avengers game. Okay.
Is this about the Spider-Man exclusivity to PS4?
Yes.
Okay. Good thing I pay attention to news, whatnot. Shit, Tim, I could steal your job.
Yeah.
Jokes aside. Yeah.
Okay.
This
isn't just about this. This is a broader conversation about what's happening with this type of stuff. Okay.
Right.
So, this goes back to an argument we always used to have about Epic Games, right? And
exclusivity.
We're only going to touch on it for a second, so don't worry, it's not going to turn into a brawl. But okay, back then, people complained that exclusivity it doesn't belong on PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when people were forced to go to the Windows Store to play Phantasy Star Online 2. People were pissed because they had to go to there because that's making it exclusive to their platform. Okay.
I think they were more pissed because Windows Store is
Yeah, garbage.
Less than functional.
Wait a second, but that's the same argument that people have for Epic.
True.
Yeah. So like it all ties in together. So the way I'm trying to preface this is right is okay. I understand on console exclusives are important to a degree.
For the console.
Yeah. Okay. So like Nintendo, everything they have is exclusive. Like every first party game is exclusive to them. And and PlayStation has a lot of exclusives also. Like there's a couple that come to PC, just like Horizon Zero Dawn.
After how many years?
Yes, like
Horizon Zero Dawn. Now that I think about it.
almost three. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I
Better late
understand.
than never.
I understand that part of being exclusive. If you own the development team that makes the game, and you want it to be exclusive, the company is paying to bring on a studio to make games for them. I understand that.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is what's currently happening, especially with PlayStation. This isn't just about PlayStation or anybody, but it's PlayStation's the one that's been doing it a lot lately. Is paying egregious amounts of money to make it so they have exclusive content on multi-platform games.
Yeah, they did it with like Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah, Destiny, Call of Duty. You know,
Even Warframe's actually done that. The Warframe has extended that to every console. Each console has its own exclusive content.
Which
mostly just skins.
Yeah, which the console companies pay money to have an exclusive thing that will draw you in to play on their platform. But
skins is one thing, but fucking actual characters or actual content.
This is the one. Why this one bothers me more than most is because you're not just getting a character. Every character is a class in Spider-Man. I mean, in Marvel Avengers. Yeah, sorry.
And they were all part of the Avengers.
Yeah, so if you're gonna take this character out, then that means let's say they're gonna release a lot of characters DLC. Like the first one they mentioned that's gonna be released after launch is Hawkeye, which is fine. But the problem is that they are basically PlayStation gets first exclusives to the beta. Okay, and then on top of that, they also get an exclusive character. And I love the argument that people on PlayStation have. Well, if you really want to play as Spider-Man, buy a PS4. That is not the fucking way it works. Because if I buy a game on PC, it's gonna be available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So
I expect it.
Most likely.
All fucking goddamn versions have, regardless of what fucking platform.
Yeah, so like, okay, if you want to make the whole fucking game exclusive, let's say they just made Marvel Avengers a PS4 exclusive. I would be more happy with that than them going, okay, it's multiplat, but PlayStation is going to get its own character that will just be for him, for that.
I think you guys probably do realize why this is happening this way. It's not just that we want an exclusive character. It's like, okay, this is multi-platform, but hey, we own Spider-Man, so we're gonna make him exclusive to our game.
The movie Rise to Spider-Man, not the fucking character.
Fair, sorry.
Yeah, so that's
if they are getting a little cocky with that, being like, you know what, we should just own all of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You can't fucking use it as an excuse.
I mean, if they want to do that, then they have to buy it from Disney, and good fucking luck. So
even Sony doesn't have that kind of money.
But that's the whole point: is that Disney's willing to, yeah, sure, I'll license you a character exclusively if you pay me enough money.
Although now that you mentioned that, it makes me wonder if there was something else, like this was a trade. It's like, okay, we'll let you get Spider-Man exclusively on this game, but we want Spider-Man somewhere else.
It might be.
That would surprise me.
But the point is that, you know, you can't pick and choose your fucking battles, and that's the problem I have. Right? Is that okay?
Disney does not.
Okay. So it's okay if PlayStation does it if you're a PlayStation owner. It's okay if Epic does it if you don't mind Epic. It's okay if fucking Stadia does it if you're a fucking moron and pay pathetic.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if anybody exists that fits that description.
Oh yeah, and one more bit of news. I can't wait for Stadia to fucking die. Because with Xbox releasing xCloud for free with all their Game Pass subscribers, so they can just use it with.
If you have Ultimate Game Pass, Tim, gotta make sure that's disclaimer.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, people like me who have Game Pass Ultimate get to use xCloud. Yeah. Well, I own both, so it doesn't. If you own a console and a PC, it makes no sense not to. Okay,
Indeed.
And it includes the Xbox Live service for your Xbox anyway, so it's a benefit in both regards. So I'm paying $7.50 per device to be able to play over 100 games a month on each, which are different games. They're not even the same. So unless it's Microsoft first party, then it's always the same. But like their third party titles are different variants. But that's the point, though, is that like. Everyone wants to shit on a company. Like, I've been watching all of these, presentations and everything else, and I go into them with an open mind, right? I watched PlayStations. I was like, all right, there's some good stuff, but all the really good stuff was all completely exclusive stuff. Like, like the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Demon Souls remastered. Fucking yeah.
Yep.
And then
that's cool.
And then like when Xbox last conference came on about 2 weeks ago, they put a big disclaimer on the screen before they even fucking started it that said every first party game that is going to be presented today will be available on Game Pass the day it fucking launches. And people don't understand how big of a fucking deal that is for people. For people like me who can't go out and buy $60 games on a fucking whim, that is incredible value to be able to just go, oh, it's out today? Okay, I'm downloading it. It's done.
And people just ain't talking about that. How do you realize how much value you're getting?
Because the problem is that the people who like Sony are like die-hard fucking Sony fans. And I get that they love their exclusive. This isn't a bash against them. If you love your PlayStation exclusives, have at it. Throw $60 at Sony 3 or 4 times a year when they give you something good. The rest of the time you can play multi-plat like the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, sure, I will fully admit that fuck yeah, I was all Sony. PlayStation, yeah, I get it.
Ava,
anymore.
Everybody who owns a console throws $60 at games.
Unless they go buy used games, but
yeah,
who does that anymore, right?
Like PC is the most economically friendly fucking platform on the planet.
Oh yeah,
both in longevity, cost, and games.
I am not a rich person, Ava, and I have. Let's see. I have just on Steam alone. I have what?
Over 2,000 games or something like that.
1,259 games.
That's still a lot.
According to this, I have.
And this is just on Steam. I own 1,200 games. Okay.
Yeah. Same.
But just for people to understand why I love Xbox Game Pass so much, we'll bring it up. Okay, the app actually doesn't works like unlike the store that works like crap. All right, you go on here, and you go, okay, well, what's Game Pass offer? I don't know. Okay, how about 100 fucking games to just play whenever you want? Oh, you want to play Forza? All right. You want to play Goat Simulator? Not really. But you want to play Grounded? You want to play Halo? You want to play any of these games? You just download it and play.
Yep.
And that's the way I kind of look at it, right? Is people look at Sony as the superior console only because they completely want your money to help fuel the hardware. When Xbox is looking at PC and their Xbox hardware and going, we're going to offer you a service that works for us on a financial level, but also works for you on a financial level, and saves you from having to spend $60 every time something new comes out. Do I have a problem with Sony? No, because you know what? They make good games. Not everyone's a fucking hit, but
Yep.
you know, like, okay, would I have played The Last of Us 2? No. What would I have played Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah.
That game's fucking beautiful.
Exactly. But see, that's the point, though. Is like everybody worships every Sony game that comes out from their company. Like Spider-Man, great. God of War, great. But then there's like the Order 1866, which is like that was their first big exclusive, and it was like 4 hours long. It was $60, and it was basically and it was a glorified tech demo. So
I was dumb. The gameplay was repetitive.
But that's my point, is that you can't look at the positives without the negatives. Like, I will look at it this way. Sure, Xbox dropped the ball hardcore last generation when it came to games. I can't think of very many good ones, honestly. Halo 5 was a disappointment. Crackdown 3 was a disappointment. You know, but I don't care about that, honestly, but I have zero rating skills if I want a game. Yeah, but you own an Xbox. So if you had Game Pass on your Xbox and a game came out, you could just download it and play it. You wouldn't have to wait. You wouldn't have to wait. The minute it's fucking available, you can download it. I don't like to wait on shit either, but
That's how my father played through Wolfenstein.
like, look at Ava. One of the PlayStation games that I imagine you've heard of is Horizon Zero Dawn, which we're going to talk about later. But I pre-ordered the fucking thing. I got the thing downloaded now, and it doesn't come out until Friday.
Same here.
Yeah, 67 gigs. I fucking downloaded it right away.
No, at least I saved £7 on it though.
Oh, same thing, Silver. But no, I mean, this is what I'm trying to preface this, bro. Right? Like, take all the fucking names out of it, because people, when it comes to consoles, there's always like the people that Nintendo's the best, or Xbox is the best, or Sony's the best, and it always seems to be based completely on what you fucking own, not what you actually believe. It's just like, I own this console, so it must be superior in some way, shape, or form.
I have all three, and I don't fucking care which one is superior. I just care about what games fucking come out of the goddamn thing.
I don't own a PS4, but that's only because PlayStation doesn't have, even with their exclusives, they don't have a lot of stuff that I want. I'd rather play Halo, so having the Master Chief Collection available there makes it so I want to play that more. Okay, I have the Xbox Series X, which means if I play multi-platform games or third-party games, they look fucking amazing. I can play all games in 4K on my 4K computer. I mean, my 4K television, I'm sorry. But yeah, I can do that because it's powerful console. All right? Does it mean that it's better than PlayStation? No. Does it, just because I can take my Nintendo Switch and I can play games that I fucking love, like Mario Rabbids or fucking, you know, Mario Odyssey or Zelda or, you know, Mario Kart, which is another great one. But like, I love all those games, but it doesn't make it better than any other one, because Nintendo is more about innovation. PlayStation's more about the old school philosophy of exclusives, and that's how you live and die. And Xbox is more about like looking at the future and seeing what they can offer and innovate for the future with like xCloud and Game Pass. Yeah. So each one has their benefits, but don't tell me that having shit like this is okay. Just because you own a PlayStation console, you don't tell somebody to say, hey, if you want to play this game and have Spider-Man, just spend $460. $400 for the console, $60 for the game, and then you can play Spider-Man. I mean, it's fine, right? Only $460 barrier to entry. That's nothing.
$460 DLC.
Yeah, $460. Yeah, I mean, fuck.
For every DLC?
Well, in the no. All
for Spider-Man.
All the okay
for Spider-Man if you don't already own a PlayStation console.
To be fair, to Marvel Avengers, the actual game, none of their characters are going to cost any money after launch. The skins that
shout out for that.
Yeah, the skins that go onto the characters, if you want like it's like different skins on the hero.
Venom suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, like if you want shit like that, it's gonna cost money.
Better not fucking make that a cost money. Fucking Venom in the game.
No, but it starts out with 5.
They always do Venom suit Spider-Man.
It starts out with 5 heroes, and it goes on from there. But all the characters are included, so it's not, you're not gonna get completely butchered on that part.
They better fucking keep their goddamn word about that, but still.
And yes, now if you're a person who has kids, you're better off just owning both. And that's why it's good for me to have, like, my son loves the Switch, my other son loves the Xbox, and like no matter what kind of game he's in the mood for, Game Pass will suit him in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
And then it leaves the PC to me, so I don't have to share. That's all.
Hey, since you have Game Pass, Tim, I definitely recommend Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Go on, give it a try. It's on the Game Pass.
Yes, it is. It's part of the Rare replay.
Hell, I will even play it with you.
Okay.
I've got Game Pass myself, and I've got an Xbox. Hey, just saying.
I mean, people like Murmich that spent $30 on Sea of Thieves really didn't have to.
I like the game though.
Oh, I know.
Hey, if you like the game, that's great.
But I'm saying, for anybody out there who just wants to try it, the idea that you get your first month of Game Pass, even the Ultimate Edition, for $1 is fucking incredible. Just to be like, hey, try this.
It's 30 days worth.
30
I'd try that for $1.
Yeah, it's literally $1, right? It's like
nice, right?
Nice. I mean, like, yeah, I'd try that for $1. I mean, fuck, what else are you gonna? You can't even buy a McChicken for $1 anymore.
In fact, me and my father got it back in July last year, and we never looked back.
I had it before they even launched the PC app. I had it before that because they only had 7 games on it, and I was still like, yeah.
7 games for what?
$1 at the time.
$1?
So that's how I played. That's how I played
you, man.
Recore. That's how I played Sea of Thieves when it first came out. When it first came out. Like there was no app, but you had to go through the Windows Store and do it, and it wasn't even officially a PC option. But you could buy it on the Microsoft Store for $1, the Game Pass,
and
still play
thankfully
it.
they evolved it. At
Yeah,
least.
they evolved it a lot. It went from offering like Disney games and like old racing arcade games to offering, you know, very, very good stuff.
Indeed.
All right.
Well, but yeah.
But that's my little rant on that.
Content exclusivity like that is just not fucking on.
And then the other topic that we're going to talk about is just for them to harass me. Is that okay?
Not just you, Tim. You have an ally in this VC.
Yeah.
And we've all used controllers for games.
Okay, so here's the thing, right?
I grew up with controllers, Tim.
I have been streaming on PC for 4 years. I was a console gamer my whole entire life up to that point. I did not buy my first gaming PC until a month before I started streaming. So I have constantly had to hear the debate of you should play with mouse and keyboard.
It's mostly just me that's saying.
I know, right? And okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and.
And you know what the funny part was? I have no problem with that argument, but for the first 3 3/4 years, I was playing on a laptop that was this far off the table with a giant fan under it. And people are wondering why I was having a problem playing with mouse and keyboard. Unless I'm going to break my wrist off to put my hand up there, that wasn't going to fly. But now that I have it, people tell me to practice. And you know, the thing is that I'd have to have the right game to practice with.
I could recommend many.
No, but you get what I'm saying. So, like, as a streamer, you don't want to practice on stream. I don't want to be like, we're gonna play Call of Duty today with mouse and keyboard.
I start slow and steady.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Or we're gonna play Quake Champions on mouse and keyboard with no practice. You have no. You mean CS:GO? Let's go. Oh God, I would get destroyed.
I'd probably say, try Dragon Age Origins. That game's actually pretty slow paced with mouse and keyboard.
I was playing Fae Tactics with mouse and keyboard, and that game supports controller. It's not that I have a problem. I just can't do FPS fucking games with it.
This is why I say try it with an RPG.
No, you know what? No, I already know what fucking game I'm gonna try it with first because I played it. I played it a long time ago, and I had fun. No, I had to play it a long time ago. I had fun with it. And if there's gonna be a game that I'm gonna learn how to do mouse and keyboard on, it's gonna be SWAT 4. Because I played that with mouse and keyboard years ago. Soviet would remember that. Because I have SWAT 4 Gold Edition on GOG.
Yeah, GOG, yeah, I do too.
And if I'm going to learn how to do it, it'd be more likely to do it on something like that.
Because that's not technically, it's not a twitch shooter. It's a tactical shooter.
Exactly. So it'd be easier for me to learn on. And I'm definitely not going to learn on GTFO either. So you can GTFO out of here if you think I'm going to learn on that fucking monstrosity.
No.
But I've always had to deal with a lot, and I try and take it in stride. But understand that the only reason I play a lot of games on controller, even when they're competitive and I would have an advantage on mouse and keyboard, is because for years I didn't have access to it, or in the case of having a laptop, my access to it was very limited. So
totally, yeah,
I
get the laptop thing. I used to game on a laptop as well.
At least for me, I was lucky. I didn't get a laptop as my first gaming PC. It was,
and you know what? For
general keyboard and mouse.
I waited for 2 fucking years, being like, when I get money, I'm gonna get me a desktop. When I get money, I'm gonna get me a desktop. And you know what?
That's me right now.
And you know what? I fucking got one. So now's the time for me to learn.
Here we go, boys.
But for people that have like been around the channel for a long time and wonder why, I always be like, don't fucking harass me about it. Because one, for the longest time, I couldn't do it. And now I've really got to learn how to do it. Like, I didn't grow up like Silver playing on, computer when I was young. I like my evolution of video games is like Atari 2600, Intellivision, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, 32X, Sega CD. Then I skipped a generation entirely, Sega Saturn, and then Sega Dreamcast, and then it was like PlayStation 2, OG Xbox. So
I love the Dreamcast, but those controllers are
and then the
weird.
last console I bought for myself was Xbox 360. So, like, I have never had that mouse and keyboard accessibility. So understand that it's not because I like playing shitty in first-person shooters, or that I don't enjoy being accurate in sniping games. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Soviet, picking on me and fucking Sniper Elite when we played that shit. Sorry, I can't pinpoint aim from 300 meters away. No,
on laptop at the time back then. So
yeah, I had a laptop that could barely run the game back then. That was fun too. But yeah, just wanted to get that out in the air, and I thought this would be a fun time to discuss it. But yeah, it's not that I fucking don't appreciate the help of the better I would be with mouse and keyboard. It's just I got to get better at it.
I mean, that's it.
And it's not always the best for every game, really. I prefer racing games and even action RPG games.
I think with EDF I would never play it with mouse and keyboard.
Oh heck no! I can't.
When I first played EDF, I did start with mouse and keyboard, but there was like some kind of bug with the mouse control that made me switch to controller, and I've mostly played with controller since.
There is? I've never noticed.
No, it was when I started playing Silver. I think it's been fixed since then, but I've never gone back.
And actually, I can clarify with Ray because
I got the game
around the time he was having the problem with it on 4.1, even with the controller, what it would do is it would show up as a controller, but it would have the mouse key bindings built into it. So like the buttons were all fucked up, and the aiming was fucking impossible because it turned like you got your up and down axis on here. It would turn it into playing with a mouse. So the minute you would press up on the right trigger, you'd be fucking looking at the moon. I mean, like it killed that game for me. I had to go in. You had to look up. I think I found it on the Steam community forums. Like I had to go in and fucking delete a couple of files and fucking re-verify everything, and then it fixed it. But yeah.
I want to say the mouse bug that I was encountering was like the opposite of that, where it would act like a controller and like you would move the mouse off, and it would kind of slowly, and then vroom, start accelerating around as you turn.
Oh yeah, and I understand
really
that
weird.
Soviet. Yeah, because like
I forgot that. That's
I
super
could never
weird.
imagine playing a racing game with mouse and keyboard.
I didn't even play the game with my controller plugged in while using mouse and keyboard. I never got that. I played the game from day one. It came on PC.
I remember
it might have been like an isolated thing with certain.
Super weird.
And I know people that play Rocket League with mouse and keyboard, and I'm like,
legends. They're fucking legends.
I'm like,
Yeah, how? They're fucking legends.
However,
I play beat 'em ups and third person. Some action RPGs. Sometimes I'll play mouse and keyboard if the mouse movement is smooth enough, like with Trials of Mana. The mouse movement is just smooth enough for me to handle. So I'm like, I'll stick with mouse and keyboard. The controls aren't complicated at all. They're very simple. So hey, why the fuck not? But fighting games, no, fuck no. I will not use a keyboard for that. Hell no.
No, that's asking. That's asking to lose.
Exactly. I can't do like
So
Super
while I do
combo!
exactly.
While I do play 4.1 and 5 with a controller, I do actually play Iron Rain with a mouse and keyboard because I play the Prowl Rider, and grappling hooks are always better with mouse and keyboard.
That is true.
When you're using a grapple and you need pinpoint accuracy, it has to be mouse. You just cannot recreate the same thing with a controller.
I still use a controller, but trying to turn it really quickly without a mouse and keyboard, like I do like play without restriction.
Like, I know I feel like I'm Attack on Titaning the big robots in Iron Rain. I don't know if it looks like that from your guys' perspective, but if it does look like that, it's because I'm using mouse and keyboard.
And because you're having fun.
Well, that too, but yeah.
Okay. All right, so I hope you're ready, Mermich. You better be ready to write down the title of your game, because we're going to be looking at the games for the next month, and Mermich's game is first.
Oh, boy.
Okay. And I told you, I
feel like we need like a dice rolling sound here. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
And I told him though, it's not gonna be bad.
Oh, I played this way back in 2012.
Okay, so
holy shit.
Mermich's game is Dragon's Prophet.
Okay, I can tell you from personal experience, this game is not actually terrible.
I know. I told him it wasn't gonna be bad.
It is a long time ago. I actually still have it installed, but off Steam, somewhere on my hard drives. So, hey, Mermich, at least you won't be alone if you want to play it. There you go. But hey, if he has to play alone, let me know, and then I won't play. No, I will play with him regardless.
So he needs to play 20 hours.
20 hours
of this game, but
easy to do.
20 hours of this game by next month, or he has to drink a kale shake and post it in Discord.
Post a video.
Yeah,
I can help you with that. With those.
Wait, do you get to ride dragons in this?
Of course you do. You get to tame them.
What does it look like?
And yes, you can
combat dragons in this.
You can combat enemies while you're on the dragons. While you're
I can see myself playing a bit of this.
There's a shit ton of types of dragons.
watch. It's gonna come back next month, and it's gonna be like 19.8 hours, and I'm like, yes.
The reason why I actually got into that game was because of fucking dragons.
As you say, no. Back in this next month, he's gonna have 400 hours. In this.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, Warframe? What's that game? I didn't play Warframe all month.
But I'm telling you, seriously, dude, it comes out in 4 days. It's free to play. And
gladly, it's free with you,
Tim.
Yeah,
I will look into this.
I have watched every scrap of How to Train Your Dragon there is.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna enjoy this game.
Okay, that's good. I told you it wasn't a bad game.
I was not expecting it to come to Steam though, because this game has been out for a very long time. It's almost a decade old. But as I said, I've played quite a lot, quite a couple of years ago, even before it because it has changed.
All right,
Mermich.
So go into Steam, add it to your wish list, and follow it. Make sure to get it when it comes out.
I already did.
I am shocked that it's on Steam. I really am. After how many fucking years?
See that? Well, that's the thing, Silver. Everything's coming to Steam like in the last 2 months. Everything.
SWTOR. I mean, I don't know if I'm going
SWTOR, PSO2.
I don't know if I'm going to uninstall SWTOR just to reinstall it on Steam. I don't know if I'm going to do.
Okay.
Currently, I'm not doing that, but I'm
I mean,
maybe.
I did it
If we make it more of a mainstay game, I would probably reinstall it on Steam. But if we're not going to do it forever, then.
All right. So, Mermit, since I gave you your game, what's your first game for this?
What are you looking forward to?
What?
Drag. D-R-A-G.
Drag.
Drag.
I'm saying this one so nobody else can take it.
Dragula.
Oh, it's a racing game. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a surprise.
With that name, gee, what a surprise!
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be the sequel to Grip. What?
Actually, there was one game that I saw that wasn't coming out in August that had something to do with that.
This
vehicles ain't banned.
This literally looks like Grip, but in real life.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
real life Grip, but slower.
I'm just seeing Grip and then comparing it to this. I'm like,
I know. No, I like the car design.
Oh yeah.
It kind of cool. I think it feels a bit more like Dirt 2, but with these type of cars.
With cars with really big tires.
Yes.
It reminds me of Micro Races.
Well, you could do this too. Just buy main assembly and build yourself a car.
And it is multiplayer. So
instant online matches.
Yeah. So isn't Dirt 3. Mermaids, you should buy it.
I know why Tim wants you to get that one.
Why? I love
Tim,
that game.
Didn't you give us a bunch of keys for Dirt 3
Yeah,
already?
I did. Because I love that game. I like it way more than Rally. Rally's fucking rage inducing.
I was about to say, yeah, Rally is not one he would play then. We can't remember that off by heart there, Razor.
I'll put that in Discord when we're done.
Yeah, I'll have to.
But as soon as I saw this, Tim, I thought, "Ooh, this would be kind of cool."
All right,
I know.
You got
Tim?
me. I'll add it to the wish list. It's a you can drive it with 3 tires. Okay, I'm sold. There you go. Yep.
Nice.
No, I like it. It looks cool.
It looks good. It doesn't look like a bad racing game at all.
No. All right, Silver, you're up. What you got?
Ooh, well, Serious Sam 4, obviously.
Why so serious? But we don't know when it's coming out because it only says August.
I know. You better come on, August. I'm gonna.
No, I have no problem thinking it's probably be like the 28th or something. And if I'm right, I want you to come back to and remind me I was right.
Rocket Ranger, ready to rock it.
Put it in podcast chat.
Yeah. It was awesome. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the 28th.
You watch it. No, but Warframe's up there. No, you can't fucking do this to me. No.
28.
Heat of Deimos.
25th. The Heart of Deimos.
Heat of Deimos.
I'm telling you what, Silver. If you need anybody to play this with, I'm down.
Oh hell yeah! Bet your ass I'll be playing this co-op. Most likely.
I'm probably gonna have to turn down the volume though, because it's gonna be.
Oh, yourself! Oh, great, we're back to this again. Didn't I kick your ass 2 rooms back? I'm the fucking Serious Sam.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for Serious Sam 4.
I'm so glad I got into it when the original Xbox had Serious Sam, which was basically the first 2 Serious Sam games bashed into one. Just with a few levels missing. But hey, that was my first experience with Serious Sam way back in 2004, I think.
Nice.
Maybe 2000.
All right. All right, Ray, you are on the docket, sir.
Well, since Mermage can't seem to bring himself to let him bring it up, I will bring up Dungeon Core.
Dungeon Core.
Since you guys seem to love your Enter the Gungeon games so much.
Oh boy.
Yes. I was terrible at Enter the Gungeon. Like I couldn't even pass the first boss.
I actually finished that game. I was surprised and actually how that I actually finished.
Why you do this to me, Ray? My wallet hurt.
If it wasn't me, it would have been Mermich. Deja vu.
As if I have any money to buy this fucking game with anyway.
Well, it's another August with no release date, so you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Is like it does not have an actual day, so I wonder it might not come out. But it needs to be shown because it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Indeed it
And we
does.
like our Enter the Gungeon clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single
top-down shooter.
Single player only. Okay.
Back in my day, we called them top-down shooters.
Roguelike shoot, top-down shooters. Yeah.
Or isometric shooters. I'm not quite sure.
That's probably more accurate.
Reminds me of Nuclear Throne. I actually like that game. I have that one.
Yeah, I have Nuclear Throne. I got that a couple years back.
Similar to games you played, Hero, Siege, and Skull.
Well, yeah, actually, Hero Siege I can understand, but Skull, I don't know about that.
Well, roguelike.
Yeah, they're both roguelike.
They're both roguelikes.
True.
All right.
It's just going off of tags. It doesn't know what else.
All right. Here's one of my weird ones for the month. Eastern Exorcist.
Eastern Exorcist.
Is that a horror game?
It's a fantasy RPG.
What? With a name like that? I am intrigued.
Well, yeah.
I am
Just
intrigued.
check out the trailer and. I love the art style of the game.
Looks good.
Yeah, it reminds me of a game that I actually have. I got quite recently.
That's a Warhammer game. You're fighting mice. Yeah, it kind of reminds you of Dust, doesn't it?
Does the Legion Tale? Is that it?
Yep.
Kind of got that, 2D side scroller esqueness to it.
It's cool looking though.
Yeah, Bladed Fury is a game similar to this as well.
Yeah, I own that one too. I'm always looking for these more Eastern titles, you know what I mean?
Yep. The theme is definitely appealing to someone like me. I'm a huge fan of Eastern mythology, especially Japanese mythology or Chinese mythology.
Oh yeah, there's
Very Japanese mythology in here.
Is that a Japanese? Is that a zombie dragon?
Yeah, and it comes out the 14th of August. And there's a free demo you can play right now.
Ooh.
Hey.
So if if anybody was out there was interested in that trailer, hey, the demo's there. Play it. Give it a shot.
Play now or forever hold your peace.
Indeed. I might give it a try myself.
Looks good.
All right. So what's up next,
Mermich?
Rich?
All right. Next up, you're gonna put in. Okay, let's do Destropolis. Destropolis.
Okay. DEST. What?
ROPOLIS.
Okay, I got it. Oh, it's a fully destructible game. Okay.
Yes. Destroy everything.
So it's the cube version of EDF. Got it.
Wait, isn't the cube version of EDF coming out later?
That's true. That's true. It is.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's really
very hectic. Not gonna lie.
That is interesting. It's like a.
Local co-op.
It's like a bullet hell.
It is a bullet hell
with cubes in 3D.
Diamonds versus cubes and rectangles.
And I love that you could just drop nuke powers. Just boom!
Airstrike, and it's bullet time.
Yo, this.
Wow, that looks very flashy. Holy shit, that nuke.
You know,
My eyes.
you know what I say is
Holy
stuff like this in the game I just showed is why I don't mind digging through that fucking cesspool of Steam upcoming games to find stuff like this, because I do.
Dig through all of the cheap, crappy dating sims that people have just made from.
Yeah, hentai dating sims are the new thing.
Right.
Fucking
That's the subcategory.
Succubus Simulator.
Yeah.
I banged 15 guys today. I'm level 10.
Still underage. Wait.
Yeah, pretty much. What? Was that a trap? No.
No. They call that jailbait.
Don't worry. Here's a lolly. Oh, sorry.
AKA jailbait.
I will fucking leave if you don't cut it out.
Alright, why don't you tell us your game, Silver, instead of leaving?
Dreamscaper.
Oh, yeah, okay. I saw this one, too. I thought it was pretty cool.
I have actually tried the demo.
I thought it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Diablo with its playstyle. I really did like the demo so far.
Yeah, the combat looks Diablo.
I like the art style. It reminds me of that fighting game. What was it called? That one the one was where you wear masks, or was it? No, it was that Dark Souls-esque kind of game.
I was gonna say the one where you wear a mask is probably Absolver, right?
Yeah, that's the one where you wear masks, and there's the other game that I was talking about where they had no faces, similar to this one. I played it on the Xbox while the computer was out. Don't remember the name of it, but I downloaded it via the Game Pass and gave it a bit of a.
That was the co-op Dark Souls kind of game, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I remember. That was the one that was Epic exclusive for a while.
Yeah.
I think so.
I wish I got a hold of you back then to give it a try co-op, Tim. Maybe I can be convinced to re-download it. Maybe.
We still gotta play World War Z again, so don't get on my shit.
That too.
But that looks good. That looks damn good.
For sure.
Seems quite involved combat. There's a lot of things you can do.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Got the finger snap with the ice. What is she, Shiva from Final Fantasy X?
Well, did you have some of those references, Tim? I don't. Where?
Alright, this one's getting a star next to it. I am totally checking that one out. Alright, cool.
Good to know.
I'm not only gonna wishlist it, I'm gonna follow it.
Hey.
That means I approve.
You also can try out the demo at any time you see fit.
Hey, I told you the same thing about the other game I showed.
That you did.
That's why I'm glad that Steam is starting to do a lot more demos for indie games, because they don't realize by letting people like try out your game, you're gonna get more people to buy it.
Yeah, especially if it's good.
Tangent. Quick tangent on that topic. I was a little annoyed because Ice filtered by games.
Yeah, so many prologues.
There are so many prologues this month. Like, are they trying to circumvent the demo tag or something?
Yeah.
Essentially, there are a bunch of games to this month that are listed as prologues for games that are like coming out 2021. And it's like, are you guys trying to release a demo without actually getting it classified as a demo? Like, what? Why are there so many prologues?
Yes.
Can they stop, please? Just make it a demo.
Right.
Because that would be giving people free content, and they want to charge you for the prologue.
No, they're free demos. They're free prologues.
Well, okay, then that's just dumb, because Steam doesn't, like, discredit you for having a demo, so I don't understand why you'd have a problem with that.
I know, that's what I'm wondering, is like, what don't I know? What did I miss? Is there some stigma that people have with demos? Does nobody try demos?
I think, okay, one thing that demos can allow is if it's built on the same engine and like in the same coding, you can actually make it make it easier to break DRM with demos, but that's the only thing I can think of.
And also with these prologues, they're not really called demos. They're actually like a fully fledged prologue, like a piece.
That's
of
what
the
they
film.
say. They say, you know, the name of the game and then prologue, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Apparently, ships only a portion of the game.
Yeah, it is understandable as to why it would be annoying.
Is this a marketing tactic where they're like, oh, hey, here's the prologue, and then the people play it and they're like, oh, hey, this is pretty fun, and they get to the end and it's like, oh, I wish I could play the rest of the game. now.
Exactly. That's definitely.
That's
happening.
where they get you.
Well, what's the difference between doing that with a prologue and with a demo? I guess the demo is more like you obviously know that you're not going to get the whole thing, whereas with the prologue, you're assuming it's going to be at least somewhat complete.
Probably.
I guess it's because
It's kind of like selling a DLC compared to an standalone expansion. The idea is when you feel like you're getting a standalone that you're going to get more content than you would with a basic DLC. Who knows?
Just a little annoyed seeing that.
All right,
This
you're up next, Ray.
I believe I am. I think you'll like this one, Tim. There is no game. Wrong dimension.
There is no game.
There is no game.
So don't go messing things up by clicking everywhere. You don't want to be kicked out of your video game world, do you? Okay.
The voice acting is pretty good in here. This is voiced, apparently.
Is this the second game to There Is No Game?
Apparently, yes. I've never played There Is No Game, but this looks hilariously entertaining.
Actually, there's no game.
There Is No Game was hilariously funny.
Actually, there's no game.
I told you there was no game. Don't touch that.
I told you there was no game.
Don't touch that.
Crazy? You're breaking
I think I remember seeing Jack play the first game.
No.
Yeah, I remember where I saw it too.
Down in the lower part, they have a link to the There Is No Game. So, if anybody's looking to try the first game, it should be easy to find it.
Where are we?
But this looks
What
good.
have you done, user? Oh no. We've probably entered a different video game dimension.
As far as I can tell, there are lots of references to things.
From the non-award winning. Ah.
Super cold.
Is that a missed puzzle? Hero, stop running around in circles and fight!
It's a missed puzzle. Stop running in circles.
That's hilarious.
Tilting the loading bar.
Nice.
Well done, user. It's the video goes.
I'll find a way back together.
This is most exciting.
We're never gonna make it home. We have to go back to our world, user.
This is hilariously
We have to
funny.
go back.
It looks like fun. I wanna see more.
Indeed.
Game? How did you get here?
I love the synopsis of the game. There isn't right. So don't go messing things up by clicking everywhere.
You don't want to get kicked out of your video game world, do you?
Yeah,
I don't like
the
this
way
at
you
all.
say that is gonna make me want to click everywhere.
That,
Are you using reverse psychology? It's reverse psychology. Click everywhere.
that is fucking great. All right.
Yeah, I try to.
What do I got next? Oh, okay. Here's another.
Oh, wait, before you say that, I want to read what it says at the bottom about There Is No Game. You haven't heard of There Is No Game? Winner of the 2015 Construct Jam? That's perfect. Go play Battle of Duty instead, clicking the image below to try this weird, totally pointless video game.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Go play Battle of Duty instead. Ooh, them's fighting words.
Oh, that's great.
Sense of humor, definitely there.
The game
In
gone?
full force.
This game was seriously there earlier. The game disappeared.
Orgy Tale?
Wind.
Ogre? Ogre? Yeah, O-G-R-E, Tim? Ogre?
Yeah. Okay.
O-G-R-E.
I don't know why the hell I wrote it backwards, but alright. Cool.
Twice.
No, I'm talking about on the paper.
Oh, you wrote it down. Okay.
Okay.
It's not in English.
Okay, it's not in English, but even though you watch the trailer, it's in English.
Huh.
So
Weird.
I mean, I see English in there.
now if I get the trailer to play, we'd be all in good shape.
Play, darn you.
There you go. Well, you'll see, like, the game is in, well, at least subtitled English.
Okie dokie.
That's my mages. There's a few things about mages that came out recently, or are coming out recently, it seems like.
See, it's all in English.
That music is good.
I believe mages is known for their music, so that is not surprising.
Doesn't take your crap. Cute psycho, lots of pent up aggression. Yeah.
Momo goes splat.
I'm supposed.
I'm enjoying this way too much.
She's trying
Sorry. Wow. Wow. Stop it! That was fucking
I
great!
think the only response to that is lol.
Oh, shit! Oh my fucking god! Oh wow, that humor just hit out of fucking nowhere! 10 out of 10 for the humor. I love it. 10 out of 10 for the fucking humor. Fuck yes.
That's a good find, Tim. That's a good find.
Fuck.
Okay, what is the other game Mages is putting out this month?
Nicely
Or
done,
something
Jim.
else.
That fucking ogre is saying stop internet laughing at me. That was fucking amazing. I was like, oh my god, really? Stop internet laughing at me? What the fuck?
See?
I've never seen a game have that as a piece of dialogue. Ever.
See? Told you. It's gotta look.
Oh wow, that was fucking amazing. Okay. I'm keeping an eye on that one.
Alright, Mermitch is next.
If anybody isn't familiar, by the way, the Mages is involved in Steins Gate games as well as Corpse Party games as well.
Alright. Corpse Party I know of, but I've never played any of the Steingate games.
I haven't either, but it is also a very popular anime.
Oh, Senpai, that's is kawaii. Exactly.
The game that I got,
Katsu, welcome to the stream. Yeah, go ahead.
Dungeon Crusher Kiritan.
Oh god, this sounds terrible.
Dzień dobry. Kaksu. See, I do know every tiny bit Polish. Just a little. Ready for my mother.
What in the world is that? Like Minecraft on acid?
Minecraft!
You destroy everything.
Minecraft, get stoned! There.
Point of the game is to literally break everything.
Minecraft, get cobbled.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Cobble up and get stoned. Oh boy. To break shit? Yeah, why the fuck not, right?
Man, that girl got junk in the trunk.
For being a of cash.
Smashy.
But yeah, the point of the game is literally just crush and destroy everything.
So it's the
Yeah, I'm
opposite of
seeing a
Minecraft,
theme here.
but
Yeah, I know, a pattern here. Yeah.
Crush, kill, destroy, swag.
That game's gonna be a whopping like $2.99.
Yeah.
but I can't say that it's not innovative because it is. It is. Good choice. Good find. Good find. Okay, what do you got, Silver? Are you gonna be able to top it? Come on, man. You gotta dig deep.
I don't know if I could top Suicide 4 though. I guess we're on 3.
What are you doing? Oh, Wasteland
Wasteland.
3. Alright.
Yep.
That doesn't top. No, just kidding. I can. No, actually, I've been looking forward to this game for a long time.
Come on, a winter-themed nuclear post-apocalyptic game. Hell yeah! Gimme. Now, I will say there is one that's already taken care of that. Atom's sequel, Through the Grad. But for now, this one's actually coming out. Well, Through the Grad is in its early access state, so this one should hold me over until that gets finished.
Democracy, equality, and freedom all died when the bombs fell. And we've been walking on their ashes
Looking
ever
for the
since.
most cringe game.
No, not really.
Not this month.
Especially here in Colorado.
Unless someone else wants to take up the mantle.
Just games we're looking forward to, and I dig into indie stuff, so sometimes you find some weird shit.
The three children of our patriarch are even more.
Okay, more than sometimes. A lot of times you find some weird.
And sometimes it's not bad.
Especially that Urgatero game. Oh my fucking god, that trailer. that pretty much sold me on that game. that trailer
It was
alone.
always like this.
Yeah, Wasteland 3.
Over 100 years ago.
August 28th. Why can't it come sooner?
I believe we can get back there.
Now, 28th.
If we
Oh
fight
no.
this oppression.
It comes out after the update for Warframe gets ready. God
If
damn
we are
it.
fearless against the evils of
Why?
the world,
Why you do this?
we can be
No.
everything.
So we gonna play
I'm gonna-
Warframe with Serious Sam?
In 1987.
Oh, god. Oh, bad choice, boy. Well, maybe I could finish Horizon before the update comes out. Yeah, I'd have 20 days. Yeah, I could probably finish.
There's 24 hours in a day. You can probably fit in time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, I already played a lot of Horizon on the PS4.
Who needs to sleep? Fuck it, video games are life, right?
Video games are my sustenance. Video games are my sustenance. Pretty much. Almost. Not really. I still need to eat and drink. And sleep. Even though it seems to never do.
But to be fair, I am actually very excited for this game.
Of cannibalism.
It's a shame you haven't played the second one. You really need to. It's on the Game Pass, Tim.
Yes, it is.
Hey.
Everything's on Game Pass because everything is awesome. No, All right, so you're up, Mermich.
Really? Already? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Ray's turn. I just want to make sure you weren't. I just want to make sure you weren't muted this time.
Yes.
Ray, don't you have anything else?
Oh no, I've
Yes.
got 2 more.
Okay.
Yes, sir, Razor. I need my fashion chaps.
What do you got?
Fashion
Ray?
chaps.
Fashion chaps. Rubicon. Or
Ooh.
UB.
Yeah, the game is called Fashion Chaps Rubicon.
There you go. I was about to start typing fashion chips.
Fashion chaps.
Rubicon, huh?
It's a local multiplayer split screen party shooter inside an omnidirectional puzzle cube.
Intriguing. Kind of. That would not be too dizzying.
And the trailer is funny.
I should put volume on.
Blasters, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and shotguns. Rubicon gives you a new weapon every single round. What's that? It's fighting in a 6-sided omnidirectional puzzle cube. Not cool enough for you? And we've got modifiers. Each time a round ends, Rubicon will help the loser or punish the winner to shake up the mayhem.
Absolute. It was the first modifier, by the way.
Anything can happen in the 6-sided omnidirectional puzzle cube. Battleground of
What an absolute unit.
Sounds like a really good game show from like the late 1980s.
Right? I'm curious, like, what kind of price tag they're going to put on it, and it seems to not have online unless you remote play together, but it looks like a quirky game that has some character to it.
Yeah, Gatsu, I actually played Carry On stream last month, and I talked about it earlier. Yeah, it is a really fun game. All right, now it's your turn, Mermage, for real this time.
Wait, isn't it Sophie's turn?
No,
No, Mermage, you go first. See, I'm last, you're first. Continue.
All right. So this is the last game that I got on my list.
Okay.
It's called Lantern Bearer.
Lantern Bearer.
Do you like parkour games? Do you like getting mad because you failed and you're gonna have to restart all over again? Well, this is just the game for you.
Is that what? Is that the?
That's synopsis. Is that the
No,
synopsis?
Legend Bear is a tough platformer about a small bear that falls into a dark and mysterious wall. Well, choose your own path and claw your way back to the surface.
You look so happy.
So,
My
It's
God.
Super Meat Boy with a bear with a light.
yeah.
Hey, look, you remind me of Celestia.
Celeste?
Oh yeah, that'd be. This game is way faster than Celeste, but yeah.
Seems like it. More spikes.
That's where it's like Super Meat Boy, because Super Meat Boy is super fast. Or the end is nigh.
Super Meat Boy is like stop moving, you die.
Yeah, this person has some good reflexes. Damn. Yeah. Holy shit.
Tim should play it. It's a platformer.
You know what this looks like? If you really want to relate this to Celeste, this looks like Celeste's TAS.
Yeah.
That's what the TAS of Celeste looks like.
No, listen, Air Razor. Part of what I'm gonna do coming up is I wanna actually beat Celeste on stream. And last time I
beat it on stream.
No, and last time I beat it on my own, it took me 9.5 hours to do one playthrough. The last level alone, I died 4,600 times.
My God, Tim. The last level.
And that was in one sitting though.
Oh shit.
And I didn't
It
give
ain't
up.
easy, guys.
I didn't give up.
Wow.
I went for 9.5 hours in that game and did not give up till I won.
I couldn't do that over a platformer. No, it would break me.
I love platformers.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience for that.
Well, like I don't feel like I don't have that kind of patience for platformers either, Silver. But Celeste's controls are so tight. When you're doing it, it feels like you know exactly what you're doing wrong, and that you have an idea of what you should be doing.
Good to know.
It's just
'Cause I
like
can't stand
you have to
platformers.
get to the point where your muscle memory figures it out.
Yeah, because I can't stand platformers of loose controls. Oh fuck no.
No, it's got tight controls.
Your consciousness.
All right, so my next one is called Splinter.
Your sensory input combined
Splinter.
I'm trying to get a lot of.
It sounds painful already.
This is a very different. I'm trying to do like very different styles of games that I'm finding.
It certainly is different.
Disco's different, yeah, sure, I get it.
I hate disco.
This is a FMV game.
At some point.
Oh, what happened to the other FMV game that you were curious about?
It didn't come out yet.
Times for different people, but eventually.
What do you mean it hasn't come out?
It didn't come out yet. It was supposed to come out last month. It got delayed.
If we could engineer.
Well, that Japanese horror
Yeah.
FMV horror game?
Yeah.
It got delayed?
Continue
Yeah.
the expansion.
But I thought it actually got released.
Grow our consciousness into something else.
But what basically this game's about is that it's a psychedelic one, okay, which has been a big theme this month.
Take a guess.
You don't say.
You're trapped in this place and you're trying to discover what happened here, and you're looking into images. Yeah, so you'll end up seeing videos on the wall and seeing fucked up images that will fuck with you and as you try and figure out the story. It's a
Intriguing.
Yes, a psychedelic FMV game where you're basically stuck in this warehouse where there was a dance party. And you look into images and find videos that will help you put together what happened in the area that you're in.
Mysterious.
I like FMV games, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
can enjoy them.
Honestly, I think I kind of noticed, Tim. You seem pretty excited about a few of them and streaming that.
Yeah, I haven't.
Is it one?
That was the was it Men of Median?
Men of Medan.
Yeah, Medan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep, I'm gonna be playing.
I don't think I
that.
missed any streams of any other ones, right? It's just that one's over.
What was it? The
And he did play another one before that. Was it before that one, or was it after? Yeah, before that one, he played another one. I don't remember the name of that one.
What was it called? I have a new one. I haven't.
How can you not have that sorted by genre or game type?
Oh, Tim,
I don't understand.
Well, I'll give you shit for that at least. Mismanagement of your library because it's so clusterfucked.
Tim, you can use controller for shooting games all you want. Just please organize your Steam library.
Alright, I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it's a new FMV game I bought a couple months ago that I haven't streamed yet. Something Modern Poe? What was it, Silver? It's the same one that did the Dr. Decker games.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of it.
Dark Knights with Poe and Monroe.
Oh, there you go. Dark Knights with Poe and Monroe.
Yeah, I bought that, so I'll probably do that one pretty soon. That one's got a whole bunch of different endings you can do as well.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, so your turn, Silver. You got any more?
Well, I won't steal one of yours because I know you're doing a review of it. So I'll say, tell me why. Why?
Is this the one you're gonna review? Because I'd love to hear a review on this.
Maybe.
Just tell me why.
It's out. Oh, fuck.
Ain't nothing but heartbreak.
I didn't know it was out already.
It's not.
Oh, right, yeah.
August 27th.
It just has a price tag.
Yes.
August 27th. Oof, it's near the end of the month. We'll see. I'll give it 2 weeks.
I don't think this is going to be an extremely long game, but
I know. But if I do choose to review that game, you'll find out. I'll make sure to let you know in the podcast chat. But give me at least 2 weeks to see if anything else
catches your eye.
I have at least I have faith in the development team because this is the same people that made Life is Strange.
Oh yeah, the first Life is Strange. It fucking hit me right in the heart though.
Yeah.
I've been there with a family member. I mean, sure, a friend is one thing, but family member, it's another story.
I'm just saying, this game's probably going to be a tearjerker at some point. So we'll have Silver play it instead.
Just because I teared up in A Way Out, I don't know if I'll tear up in this. It depends on how close to home it gets. It's just that with A Way Out, I don't fucking like betrayal of friends. I can't fucking handle that shit. I don't like being betrayed in any aspect of between friendship and stuff like that. I mean, the only reason why I teared up in particular is because I don't like being the one doing the betraying either. I was like, oh, come on, no, why? I can't fucking do this. Why? That's why I took literally like what you most hate. I literally took a literal minute before I had to pull the trigger. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Why is the game making me do this? And it was like slow-mo and shit. Just, you know.
And plus, the game actually, to be fair, the game really makes you care about the characters before that as well.
Exactly. I gave a shit about the two.
All right.
So, well, enough of these feelings. It's time for Swim Sanity.
I saw that.
No.
Swim Sanity.
Okay.
One word.
And then what they say about feelings.
What in the fuck is this?
And thus, Tim wishlists another game.
Hey, it's 4-player co-op. Fuck yeah.
Yes, it does.
Online and local. Hey.
Yep.
That's a plus from me.
It's got it all. Character, shooting, online co-op.
8 game modes.
8 game modes. Oh my.
Because it has versus stuff too.
Yeah. No, that I probably wouldn't touch. Well, maybe if I had another 3 controllers in there.
Oh, and it tells it actually has good netcode to begin with. That's always a good sign.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
It knows that that's an important thing.
Yep, that's imperative for a game like this. Gotta have good netcode if you want the people to answer you.
I'm also seeing like a Power Rangers kind of vibe to the characters.
Yeah,
and
me too.
The flashiness. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus for anybody, but you know, it's there.
It's a plus for me. Swim Sanity, huh?
Swim Sanity. With an
All right.
exclamation point.
Damn it. online.
Got him again. Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
Man, they keep on getting me to add games to my wish list. Now it's getting long. I'm up to 55
Tim.
games. God damn it.
Excuse me, I've got double that, mate. So you can't say shit until you reach over 100.
I'm at 14.
Well, I don't like everything, Silver. I mean, Jesus. Okay,
I like everything too.
okay. Take all
I
the
like it.
take all the games without boobies out of there, and you probably got like 12, so it's fine.
Ooh my. Tim tried
Listen,
to hit me.
listen. I know you got
A little heat on that one.
I know you got Chair Fucker Simulator in there. It came out last month. I know. You...
No, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mermit, you're so lucky we didn't try and make you review that one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there was actually. We're not kidding. There was a game that was Chair Fucker.
That would have.
Maybe we
If I
should
didn't
have
find
fucking
Florida
fun.
Simulator, I was tempted to make that the joke game, but I found Florida Simulator.
Yeah, we weren't even kidding. That actually was the game last
You're
month.
lucky I'm not the host here, otherwise I'll do it out of spite. Because I can be like that sometimes.
All right, Mermit, you got no games left, right?
Nope.
Okay, so
I'm out of games.
And my last one was probably what you were going to pick next then as your review game, Tim.
all right, so the next
Into the H.
the next game is the one that Mermit is gonna have to pay to play next month because I'm making him play two because the first one's free, so it doesn't count.
Twin Ruin.
Yes, Twin Ruin.
Looks nice so far.
Top-down shooter.
Isometric shooters aren't bad.
Isometric shooter, whatever.
And you look like a Warframe, Mermit. You look like a Warframe.
Oh, wave shooters. Oh, I don't know. I'm not really into wave shooters.
So it's a little bullet hell. Little,
I have terrible bullet hells.
I'm not too bad with them because I've played R-Type and shit like that. And I love R-Type. And I wish there was a PC version of R-Type. Give us R-Type, damn it.
So that's the last real indie game that I have on the list. Well, actually, I have one more I'm going to tie into it.
Similar to games you played, EDF 5.
And Cuphead.
Where's the bugs? Where's the bugs? Are they literal bugs or are they just enemy type bugs?
All right, we're gonna quickly touch on this again because it got delayed last month, but I am gonna play it this month. This was one of the games I was playing for last month, and it got delayed. So I'll probably be playing this along with the game I'm gonna mention next. But yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. I talked about it last month, wanting to play it. I really want to play it. I'm okay with them delaying it because as long as it makes the game better, who gives a shit? Loki from Warframe. There you go. See, he gets the reference.
Wait, do you play Warframe? Do you play Warframe?
Sounds like he does.
Okay, time to recruit now.
One of us, one of us, one of us.
One of us, Tenu.
But I like how every child in this game is different to the point where you can...
Yeah, I like that mechanic of the first game, because I played the first game. Terrible cook. Killed himself.
Shrugs, falls over dead.
Wow. Yeah, I really like that mechanic of that game. Where if you died, your virtual the next character you play as, and they have like randomly generated traits. I found that kind of mechanic pretty cool.
What other games have Cellar Door Games made? I swear to God I've played something else from them before.
Well, click on either the
I was gonna say click the name and see what they
find out.
Comes up.
Oh, Full Metal Furies. Okay, that's
fuck yeah,
that's where it
Hey,
came up. Okay.
You guys like those?
That makes a lot of sense.
We need to finish that game. Seriously.
Alright, I'll go back to where I was.
We've put off trying to finish that game for too long. We really should try to finish it.
Yeah, but I will definitely be picking up this game. I'm real excited for it.
Alright, cool beans.
Got over.
So what else are you playing?
Oh,
this
wait a
month,
sec.
Tim?
Gaksu. He says he's got 900 hours in Warframe.
Ray's got over 4,000. I've got over 3,000.
Yeah, but it's not a competition. It's not like waving
it's
your
not.
dick. But
No, it's not.
I play it every goddamn day.
I see he is man of culture.
Yes. I see you're a man of culture.
Okay, so the game I'm playing on Friday on stream and for this month is obviously Horizon.
Horizon Zero Dawn!
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to be watching because I'll be playing it too. So
I've seen a lot of it, so I'll probably watch for a bit. I do also plan on picking it up at some point and playing it, but I don't know how soon that'll be.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Well, on GOG, you can get it for if you have the XP, that is. We can toss you a code, I think.
Yep.
Possible? Yeah. We can toss you a code for $8 off or $10?
Yeah, it's $8.
Like that? Yeah, $8 off.
Off of the base price that it already is?
Yeah, so it's $41.99.
Well, in my currency it was 40, but I reduced that to 31.69 or something like that.
Yeah, so I am obviously really pumped to play this game. I've only mentioned it about 1 billion times during the course of the last couple
You
weeks.
did? I must have missed it.
I'm so
That's too
glad that
bad.
I'm so glad they will have custom mapping for keyboard, especially for keyboard. It's needed. I want to customize the controls.
The only thing I read about this game that has me Pummel Party. Do you play it? Board game with. I've actually heard of Pummel Party. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, it looks very indie. Yes.
Indie. Wow.
It's AirRaiser being sarcastic.
Yeah,
It's AirRaiser being a
But
Dan.
Pummel Party is actually a really cool game. I've heard of that one. Yes, I have. I haven't played it, but I know of it.
It says 7th. Why is it coming out on the 5th?
Yeah, I was gonna say my son watches that YouTuber Funny, and she plays all those type of games like that.
7th? What?
Yeah, it said 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th.
Oh, yeah.
Today's the 5th.
Well, yeah, technically the 6th for me, but yeah.
Okay, fair. You guys are in the 6th.
I don't know when it comes out on Friday though. If it's at midnight or at noon, I'm thinking probably noon or 1 p.m. But whenever it does, I will be playing it because I already got it installed.
Yep.
All right. So does anyone else have anything? Because I've got like a few more I could punch through, and that's about it.
No, that's it for me.
All right. So I got 3 more. We're gonna Project Cars is on here, but we've already done a racing game. That's fine. Okay, this one I'm not gonna pass over though because this is the one I'm gonna probably play on my own time. And this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, the brand new one, coming out. Yeah.
I really must not know you because I didn't expect you to like flight simulators.
Oh, dude! 1, this game looks beautiful, and 2, if you
I think my father might like that kind of game. I don't know. He's more into war games.
Dude, it's got thousands of miles of actual like locations scanned into the game. So
That's kind of
yeah, and like you can actually fly a plane. If you were a kid that used to have toy planes like me when I was young, dude, like this is like your dream.
I wish I could ride tanks.
And
it's my childhood dreams.
And it's free on Game Pass.
That's also a huge plus. Besides, it has Microsoft, so I kind of would have
makes sense.
known it was on.
No, but I'm saying like the original one wasn't.
Yeah,
it was never on Game Pass.
That's surprising. But yeah,
I can't wait to play it though. Oh my god. Hey, you want to see a game that will teach me how to use mouse and keyboard? Oh boy.
I remember.
What are you talking about? If that game, you need to be using a flight stick or you're going home.
Well, I don't have one and can't afford one, so.
Fair. Maybe I would recommend this game to my father. See what he thinks.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking. Well, and it's already beautiful, but.
What? No Japan.
2 petabytes. Yeah, I know. No, the game's gonna be. I guess the game's like 110 gig, which. It comes out the 18th. That gives me enough time to finish Horizon before it comes out.
I want it so bad, but it's such a big game.
See, Soviet knows.
Yeah.
I can tell you from experience that Horizon will be about 40 to 100 hour playthrough.
The only thing I say about this game, and this is the same as with the other one, the Premium Deluxe Bundle, $119.99.
God.
But No, I'm not defending it, but what you get with that is like 200 planes, and you get future like
Any
location.
additional planes they
Yeah, and
release?
locations and planes. So yeah.
Oh, locations and planes.
Yeah, that's
That
200
price tag though.
200 planes for $60. If this was EA, it'd be $200 a plane. Have you played Star Citizen?
That's not an EA game.
No, but Star Citizen's $2,000 a fucking ship.
Star Citizen is also still in early access.
Segue. We should fucking talk about that motherfucking thing. $3 million and it's still not fucking finished, and it's still in goddamn.
It's nowhere near finished, as far as I've heard.
Wait. How much did you just say?
Over 3 million, or no, 300 million. Sorry.
Yes, 300 million
dollars. 300 fucking million. What the absolute?
This is a game that never.
But the problem, see, they are
out yet, you know.
But the problem
This
is
a game that never releases.
This is the early access that never ends. So it goes on.
But the problem is, Silver, they could tell you the development's over tomorrow and walk away with millions of dollars. It wouldn't matter.
Except they would be.
I'm glad I didn't.
They would have lied to most of everybody who have paid any money for the game.
Oh, I know, but remember, if
the stupid people that decided.
I know, but if you buy an early access game on Steam, right, you're not guaranteed the game's ever going to come out.
Indeed.
True.
Right, for a fact, there's quite a few in early access games that I have. Well, actually, they decided to release. What was it? Empyrean has now come out of early access, so that's one for you, Soviet.
Okay, and here's another one I'm excited about: Battletoads.
Battletoads. Punch kick, punch kick, punch kick, jump, 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 slide, 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 jump, slide, jump, slide, punch kick, punch kick.
Jump, slide, slide.
Oh God.
we have to revisit the nightmare once in a while. What? Do you slide in this game?
Nope.
Can you slide in this game?
No.
Oh, okay. So
can you swim in this game?
No, you can drown real easy though.
Wait, you're telling me these toads drown?
Yes.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're a fucking toad and you drown. I call foul. Foul, I tell you, foul.
Now Now Jess is gonna have to play this with me though. Which toad you want to be, Zit or Pimple?
Oh, I cannot wait for your suffering. I mean, enjoyment of the game.
They're sliding. I saw sliding.
They slid. They slid, Tim. They slid. Dashes. We can say. Slide, jump, slide.
Return of jump, jump, slide, slide.
Playing Winger still haunts my nightmares. I can't wait to play this though. I'm really pumped.
See, it's sliding.
Hey. Did she have a mustache?
Listen,
Was that just me?
we're very inclusive here. Mustaches are allowed.
Yeah, of course. But
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything if you guys like mustached women, but
August 20th. Okay, and the last one, which is gonna really trigger these Pokemon fans here. Nexomon Extinction.
yes, so they actually are coming up with another title or an expansion.
SNES version was great.
Yeah, I played Nexomon on mobile. And before
this kind of looks mobile, honestly.
Well, that's because it was made on mobile first, probably.
No, not this one. The prior game was, but I imagine they just
the art still seems kind of mobile.
Yeah. That's the same art style that the original game had, and yeah, it was a mobile game first. I can verify that much.
Yeah, because the original game's for $10 right now. Nintendo Switch, you could buy it on the Switch, boys.
Hey.
Oh boy, another Pokemon game for my Pokemon console. Wait.
Hey, it says there's 300 actual ones to trap though. That's already more than Temtem.
Still not quite close to the total number of Pokemon in existence.
Oh yeah, and it has micro paywalls. Yeah, I know that would fucking be ridiculous if I had the mobile shit in there.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said this wasn't a mobile game?
Okay, here. I'm gonna really trigger you guys. The last game of the month is Madden
I never
21.
Wait, no.
Madden 21.
Oh.
Because I like paying for a roster update every year.
Why?
Wait.
Why are you advertising?
Since they didn't put the cardboard
Soviet, you're not even subbed anyway.
You're not subbed anyway.
Since they didn't put cardboard fans in 2020, are they going to put them in this one?
Probably.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what I say though is this, okay?
Joe is probably going to review this even though he doesn't want to.
Okay. Here's the honest truth. I love football. I love football as a sport. I like playing football games. Do I agree with what EA does in their games? No.
Of course not.
No. But
Nobody does.
But it's the only option I have for a football game. They have the exclusive license forever. So here's what I do. I don't buy these games. Like when they first come out, I'll play them on Origin Access, get my time out of them, and then just never play them again. The problem is that people love the Ultimate Team shit so much that
they get addicted to the gambling of the Ultimate Team so much.
But that's what the online's built around now. There's only two ways you can play online against somebody. You can go into Exhibition and play online head-to-head, which is what I do. Okay, but there's no way to actually map how you're doing. You can't do tournaments, you can't do anything like that. Or you do it through the Ultimate Team mode, where you have to create your team with cards that you can buy packs with microtransactions. And then make your own team by spending hundreds of dollars to create a team just so you can play for 6 months, get bored of it, wait till the next year comes out, and then spend more money again. I completely understand why people hate this franchise. But as a football fan who loves playing football games, I played Madden all the way back in 95. I played NFL 2K all the way up till the last one came out in, I think, 2002? No, 2005 was the last year that 2K football came out. I used to play that. I actually enjoyed it more because it had ESPN involved, and it was really cool back then. But this is all I have. So I understand why people hate it so much, but as a football fan who loves football games, I have no other choice but this or Mutant League Football, which is not really football. You know, I love Mutant League Football, believe me. Like, the brutality's great, but it's not football at all. You know, no matter how much they try, it's not football. But like I said, if you need to play something like this and you're a football fan like me, all I say is, one, either do it on Origin Access and get your play time out of it and move on, because it's not worth buying every year. Football Manager is actually a soccer game. It's not a real football game.
Wait, you mean we weren't talking about soccer?
No.
Kidding.
But no, but what I'm saying is, if you enjoy Techno Bowl is fucking great. That was one of my favorites in the Super Nintendo era, Glove. But no, like, it's all I got. So yeah, I play it. You can give me shit for it. You can call me fucking all the names you want. But it's all I got for sports when it comes to football.
It's all the man has. Just let him have it, guys. Just let him have it.
Well,
I will only have an issue if you actually are stupid enough to buy the fucking thing. And
no, I haven't bought a Madden game since Madden 11.
Then you do you. I mean, it is after all your fucking money. You do whatever the fuck.
I know, but I won't dump the $60, and I won't be like, hey guys, I bought the Ultimate Edition, got 50 card packs. I only paid an extra $75 for the game.
You didn't get anything good in the card packs either.
If you did anything that stupid, I would legitimately leave the fucking Discord server and never speak to you ever again.
Exactly, I get it. Carpetbagger. That sounds like a tied up lesbian. There. You had to make me say one thing that's offensive during this thing, didn't you, Glav? Thanks a lot.
Oh, you said plenty that was offensive in the last 5 minutes, Tim.
I know.
That escalated quickly.
No, but honestly, like I said, I look forward to it because it's a football game. Should you buy it? No. Should you play it?
Don't you have to play it? Review's done. Don't buy it. No.
Should you?
In fact, try to do the the other thing.
No, but let's look at this is the problem with all sports games. I'm gonna say this before we stop. Okay, this problem with all sports games, like with
They're owned by EA.
Yeah, some of them, but I'm saying like exclusives when it comes to sports, right? Like MLB, the show is completely PlayStation exclusive, so you can't get it on PC and you can't get it on Xbox. So the only choices I have on PC are RBI Baseball, which is fucking terrible, or what is it? Super Baseball or whatever, which is great, but it doesn't use real players because they don't have the license to do it. So with Madden, you have Madden and you have nothing because they have an exclusive license. Just like with, if you want to play a soccer game, you have two choices. You have PES, which only has about half real players that they signed individual agreements with, or you have FIFA, which is EA, which is going to
Which is the better football.
Which is going to rape your wallet. So, no matter what you do when it comes to sports games, you're pretty much fucked. So here's what I say, right? If you really want to play them, don't empower them by paying full price for the game. You know, Blood Bowl 2 is not technically football. God damn it. It's Warhammer on a football field. That's all it is. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out for the podcast. I really appreciate it. It was a long one. I have a lot of downloading, editing, and everything to get it up on YouTube. Probably have that up tomorrow morning. We'll probably set the premiere tomorrow night so we can watch it. Thursday, we're going to be playing Deep Rock Galactic tomorrow night. And on Friday, it's going to be an earlier stream, and I'm going to be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. And on Saturday, we are playing Vermintide 2, speaking of Warhammer. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I am going to go relax and see where the night takes me from there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, and have a wonderful rest of your night.
Have a good night, folks.
Fellas.
Good night, everybody.
Och i har kolla off.